Picking up where we left off last week, this week we unfortunately do not have Kieran. We do have Corden. She's with us. I'll make these notes quickly as we're starting out. As a reflection for last week, the party had made their way through the dungeon, the maze. From the entrance, they worked their way around and soon found a split in the road, to which they decided to take the left path. A few other sights were seen, and they found themselves rising up to another floor above the frozen wastes. And back down they traveled. As they worked their way around and through this dungeon, they found themselves traveling further through, though they found an odd-looking altar. Through examination, they found sacrifice could open said altar, but what would sacrifice to such an artifact? They were not sure. However, the words printed atop in Druidic tongue, which is a secret language known only to the Druids. Though the wizard could translate, it translated to a phrase that you couldn't put a circle in a square. Which is a phrase basically meaning that there are some things beyond mortal power, beyond comprehension, a warning, if you would, biting off more than you can chew, trying to take on more than you can handle. When Druids see the words, it usually means stay the hell away from this. Someone already lost it. And true enough, the portal, if entered, would have acted like a sphere of annihilation, more or less, in that you would have been completely annihilated as it led to a dimension that did not exist. Absolutely nothing. Darkness. Moving on, the parties found themselves also interacting, though this was prior to that moment, with small, strange entities. And I'm gonna throw up a picture here for you. This is for Courtney's sake. The little Schwingas, small little imps, small little creatures from the Fae, beautifully adorable and often enraptured by humans that they encounter. The Druid had sensed...
They're so cute.
Oh, they are wonderfully adorable little things. You might notice one of the pillars here at a slightly different angle. What had actually happened... They sent the imp down this way first to see what was going on. He gave a salute to Alec and made his way through. And then the vision cuts out. When they went to investigate, they found that the pillar had fallen from the top. 3 of the Schwingas were around it, 2 of them in tears throwing hands up in the air, while the 3rd was simply wailing. These sounds, however, observed by the party, caused them concern on approach. They soon discovered that the pillar had fallen off, crushing the poor imp. Fortunately, it's a summon, so that just means it was de-summoned. Killed in the process, squished by the pillar. When the players spoke with the little Schwingas, who did not communicate specifically with them like many other things, they soon found kindness because Flummonoxus took a moment to lift that pillar straight off of. Now, this confused them, but they seemed grateful and started following the party, one of which is presently seated on... Actually, which one of you was that? I made the side note because it wasn't Nimbar. Yeah, Isaac. One of them sat on Isaac's shoulder. I made a comment that, oh, he played, if your character wears earrings, he's playing with the dangles on there, which is a fair assessment to make. He's a wizard. Or maybe you have some hair beads, or maybe you have a cloak on your hair, or maybe you just have hair. Regardless, it's basically twitching at something while sitting happily on Isaac's shoulder. The remaining other Schwingas kind of danced off. I also believe they blessed one of the party members, as I recall. Wasn't that Flux? Yes. Because she had done the heavy lifting. Literally. Oh, we spun Bellamy around. Did you do that, or did I do that?
I didn't do that. I don't know how to do that.
There we go. If you click on a token and you hold Shift or Control and hit the scroll wheel, it'll spin the token. Shift is quick, Control is very slow. So actually, one thing I could do to make life a little easier on myself, I can take Isaac, for example, his clone, I can flip him upside down. But now it looks like some cool dude wearing a cloak with flamey head. Wow! I'm the flame monster, oh god. I also made...
It's funny, because like as soon as you told me how to, I was like, hey, let's turn the copy of Nimbar upside down.
The sword... Flummonoxus' flying sword here as well, I'll point out, for the upside down add-ons. Because yeah, I saw John do that, and I'm like, I'm gonna do that too. Actually, I'm gonna angle that. Yeah, there we go. Look at that sword. We turned that into the torch, essentially. It gives off a light radius, as you can see, which represents the fact that Nimbar is continually casting the cantrip Bonfire over and over again. It is so unbearably cold in here that if you are away from fire, even with resistance to cold damage, you're still going to be rolling con saves. And some people might call BS on that, but you're in the 8th layer of hell. I wouldn't do this to you in the polar Arctic North. But in Cania? Yeah. Gotta make it tough. Has to be some level of challenge. Fortunately, however, as I recall, anyone with resistance to cold still maintains advantage on those checks against the cold. So that's nice.
And for the record, we all have advantage.
Yeah. Even Lulu. Not Nimbar as well, you'll notice, now pulses. It's because he has a 10-foot range of light that he gives off. So we made that a pulse just so we can always see it. And that follows the tokens. Anybody can move the sword around, and the way we've been playing the dungeon, rather than everyone shoving their tokens everywhere, we were just moving that at the time as we went, and then move the tokens into place afterwards. Because, I like making it easy on everybody.
We've also been, for the record, using my telepathic mind to kind of scout around corners. Because it like, I lose connection when I can't see it. However, I can still tell it to go to the end of the hall, look around, and come back and relay the information to us.
And to drive the D&D Dungeon Master mad. The walls block any form of telepathy, as you've come to notice, immediately. Other forms of travel, like teleportation and etc., have not been tested, but you've already been warned that teleportation at best is wonky on this plane. So long-distance teleportation is probably foolish, short-distance teleportation, probably foolish. But this is also words from Gargoth for that one, I will remind. The other ones have been proven true.
Alright. Now I remember one of the real Isaac is using the staff to constantly cast Reduce Person on the real Nimbar, so that way he can use Mage Hand to carry himself around. I am currently using, my copy has the Cloak of Arachnid, so he has climb speed, so he's like walking on walls and being just slow about it.
Because the floor, and this is what John's leaning into here for Courtney's sake, the ice that you are standing on top of is unnaturally smooth. Because it's about 5 foot of ice on top of the actual stonework itself up below. It is as smooth as a hockey arena, essentially. Because, Canada, I love it. You ever walk on a hockey rink with a pair of shoes?
Oh, yeah.
So you know what you're dealing with here. It is counted as difficult terrain, but furthermore, you are forced to move at half speed unless you have a climbing speed. And even then, with a climbing speed, that only helps. This also imposes so many forms of disadvantage on so many checks, it's ridiculous. You're more or less walking with a hand on the wall.
Yeah. Dean, you had something that helped you, right?
I had something that helped me.
Immune to difficult terrain. Complete and total immunity. He's like walking on ice half the time. He's the only player I wasn't picking at, I think.
Well, that's gone now.
Oh, right. You're like walking on ice, like, why is my balance so far?
Yeah. After his little event, he went to walk away and immediately fell down. I was like, why is the ground like this?
Oh, I can't remember. Did that happen in our last session or the one before?
That happened last one.
Oh,
the very start of it.
I thought so. Okay, yeah. So I almost forgot on this one as well. And another interesting point for Bellamy, and you'll see this in the recording if you ever go to watch, which I don't recommend until after we get through the dungeon. You know how it goes. There came a moment that Alec was just staring at the ceiling. The ceiling of this maze itself is quite pretty, and I mean that in the best of ways. The ceiling looks as though it's a cut from the night sky, and as the team determined, the night sky of the material plane where you all came from. Present date and present time, in fact. even though Nimbar's clone can walk on said ceiling, because it's still solid, instead of being a ceiling, it's showing you the other plane. Which makes sense. If you looked at the maze from top on, you saw the maze. If you look at the ceiling from underneath, illusionary magic has created the appearance of the night sky, stars and everything, constellations, etc. While staring at it, it seemed for a brief moment that the weave itself appeared to visibly loosen, and the female form composed entirely of the starry sky pushed through, descending from the starry image. And she had reached out, seemed to embrace Alex for a moment. They had conversed. Well, he had reached out at first. I'll put the phrase up there so you have it, because it was not in any standard tongue most would recognize. Oh, you know what? I'll do it the fancy way. Afterwards, he seemed imbued with power as the lights and the starry essence rushed into Alec before disappearing to the dark sky, and the weave turning back to the way it was prior. That was all the cool stuff from last week, I think. I mean, I had a few scary things happen, but I mean, we'll get those again.
Oh, we have noticed a lot of these statues look like stuff that would be found in a fancy home.
In the fancy flower garden for a home.
Yeah, sorry.
A fancy hedge maze. Because as it also turns out, I forgot, you missed the whole setup too. The cracks in this almost see-through ice, I say almost because I didn't want to make it see-through. The cracks in the ice on close inspection are actually plants. And as was further revealed, these plants are now growing ice rather than growing leaves. They are still alive. This is a living hedge maze of ice.
Incredible.
It's also heavily fortified with magic, tons of it. Detected magic was used, and basically every inch of the ice radiates with magical power. But not of any specific school, representing a creature that's become magical. On top of that, as discovered by Flux, the last note I'll give, unless anybody can think of anything else, scratching the floor or trying to damage the floor requires a magical weapon at the very least. It almost seems indestructible to regular means. However, damaging the walls caused the ice to scream in pain, which actually caused con saves for the party against sonic damage. They were attempting to anchor a rope so they could climb a set of stairs safely because, well, I mean, it's ice-covered stairs. Watch out for the icy patch. I actually have a meme for that.
Love it.
Love the old classics. Just can't beat them. At the moment, the party has a decision on the direction to go next. When you'd come up these stairs, because the present area you're in is completely dead-ended, there is no further way to go in this direction. To the north, there were two paths, 5 foot up on regular standard ground, which didn't require special checks anymore for movement. And back the way you came, you found 3 paths in this direction, and way back from where you initially came, one down here untaken.
Yeah, we kind of went down this dead end so that we could explore the whole map, knowing it was most likely a dead end.
Okay.
And Bellamy, and only Bellamy, give me a perception check.
Okay.
You got this.
I
You
mean,
may not have this.
You hear something, faintly, but you're not sure what it is, but just your character. Your ears twitch with that fine-hued nature that comes from only being a bard. Something, for a brief moment, caught your attention. So keep your ears peeled as you traverse this dungeon.
Yeah. Okay, did I recognize, like, the sound at all? Like, was it a voice, or...
No, you couldn't even make it out or
movement?
pick it. You're not 100% sure.
Okay.
Just something
I'll
for
just
the
kinda look
briefest instance.
Keep it to myself for now.
However, this does mean something's out there. So keep your ears peeled. Because that's the only check you ever get in regards to that one. Even in future, as you start to discover. And you'll see why. I think you'll have some fun.
Definitely will.
I think everyone will have a little bit of fun with
Okay.
it, but your character especially. Meanwhile, everyone else... I didn't hit play on the timer. I'm going to jump that forward 15 minutes. Everyone else is probably wondering, why didn't we get checks? It's like, you'll see. Don't worry. Just like lifting that pillar. You didn't see Isaac running up saying, I will do it. Rolling that 20 and fucking throw it through the air. Whee! Just chuck it like a log. Oh. I'm gonna say for most of today's game, as Isaac's following along with you, he's spending most of it interacting with the Schwinga on his shoulder, once every now and again leaning over towards Nimbar. Such a rare opportunity to actually interact with one of these and not have it want to bite my finger off. Very ingenious. You know how creatures from the Fae are.
Yeah. Can we say that he's continuing to use his reduced person, though?
Oh yeah, definitely. All the little
Alright,
pieces
cool.
are still there for sure.
Perfect. I don't want to try and figure out another way for me not to play slip and slide.
Lulu also pointed out, as clever as someone wanted to be, putting daggers on the bottom of your feet like skates. Lulu said she didn't think it would work since the floor can't be damaged by non-magical items and skates work by melting the ice. It leaves marks behind it. So that it probably wouldn't work well, you might not have good balance. That being said, as Flux discovered, +1 daggers would work, technically.
Yeah, but I don't think we have that many +1 daggers.
Jade's ears on the ship start ringing.
Yeah,
I have +3 daggers.
Do you
Overkill.
really?
God.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can use those so that way you can skate around. That's how you get around.
Okay, daggers are double-edged, so if you're going to take the time
Kidding.
to strap those to a pair of boots, and metallic ones, and I mean, that wouldn't be much of anything to do. I'm sure you've got a pair of boot plates somewhere. That would take at least an hour. It's not just strap them on, it's,
Yeah.
okay,
no,
we gotta bolt
that's
these
okay.
in place.
I will shuffle along.
No, this is where we need a
Yeah.
way
No,
more
I will
robust
shuffle.
weapon system. Because if you could have knives are single-edged. They would work perfectly. Plus
Yeah.
a knife.
Yes, that's actually very true. Now, mind you, the only reason it would take an hour is because you've got Jillian here and she's a trained blacksmith as Flummonoxus, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you could be looking like an 8-hour process with multiple checks. Like, is this how we tie this to hold this in
God.
place? And Flux would be like, no, you just take the hilt off. There's 2 bolting positions here. We connect them onto there, and then we hook this other one here, and look, and then we put this shield bar in. Like, wow, that's ingenious. Where'd you think of to do something like that? Blacksmith school. As a smithy apprentice in the wars, or any number of reasons. I say blacksmith school as an over-encompassing thing. So then, which way shall the team traverse? And how are you all going to move forward in this puzzle of a maze?
Is Lulu still pulling me?
Oh yeah, this is the most adorable thing too, Bellamy, or Courtney. Lulu is, I think she's under the sword. Where'd she go?
She's underneath me.
Okay. Lulu is presently... Flux has a pair of ropes going to Lulu, sort of like a harness, and Lulu is just sliding Flux along. Lulu flies forward, pulling Flux along. The floor is so smooth, the coefficient of
Incredible.
friction so slow. Oh yeah. Lulu has actually been sleeping on Flux's shoulders because when they made it to the stairs, Lulu sort of looks at Flux, says, "No, I got this," and used everything she could to lift Flux up the stairs. And Flux is like, "No, Lulu, don't." And she's flops on Flux's shoulders. I did it. More or less fell asleep, which was a joke in and of itself, just because I would imagine that Flux weighs close to 350 pounds, just her weapons and armor. That's a fair estimate, right? That's a lot of metal.
I think I had her over 200, like just straight weight, plus all of her gear. Let's see if I can.
If you look at your inventory page, it says you're...
Yeah,
Yep.
It says 360 pounds.
Yeah, just raw metal. Thumanoxylus. I don't know what it meant before, but now it roughly translates to walking fortress. Jeez. She who is made of metal. But in all seriousness, that's how they're getting along right now with Lulu. And it's very clear as Flux is drug along that no, wait, you're wearing magical armor. It's leaving scrape marks on the ice.
That's fine. If it makes it easier for other people to walk behind me, I don't care. Have we gone this way yet?
That's an
I
interesting
was asleep
thought.
for a portion.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
they
we
did.
did the bottom half there.
This
There's
over
a-
here. Dark and
Altered.
scary, altered.
Yeah. Full disclosure, I was fully asleep with the blessing thing. And I woke up and I was like, yeah, okay. And immediately afterwards, I'm like, Dean, what the fuck?
Oh, that is quite all right. I mean, it's the weekend, and I mean fatigue. Holy God.
Well, it was also our first night with the puppy, so.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, that's true too. Jeez, that would have kept you up all night.
It wasn't too bad, actually.
By the way, Courtney, did you see the pictures of the little puppy?
Of
Yeah.
their new puppy?
She
Yeah.
met him.
Oh.
Yeah, I've met him.
Oh, that's cruel.
He's
Pups are the
very,
best.
very sweet.
Well, things are looking up. For all things
Well, you
good.
know, starting Wednesday, you can have people like outside 6 feet.
Oh.
Maybe a trip to. You guys live in Sackville, right?
Yeah.
All right, maybe a trip to Sackville to meet Puppy.
Oh. I'll be happy when restrictions ease for everybody a little bit, especially our small businesses. Oh my!
Yeah, I know.
And all you Magic the Gathering players, you got to get back in there to play. The online's
What?
only so good.
I don't play online.
It's either you play online or you hate it, I find.
Yeah. I
You've
mean,
just been cool.
that's actually not true. A lot of people hate to play online and play online.
Oh, that's fair. It's like, I can't stop playing now, I got good cards. Jeez.
All right. Yeah, no, my so I was on vacation this week, so I inventoried my collection. It's worth about 80,000. So
Oh, damn.
that's why I don't play online. I can't spend another stupid amount.
No, it adds up pretty quick with Magic. That's ooh, wowza.
To be fair, a lot of mine has appreciated in value over the years.
Yeah. You get a couple Black Lotuses in there, and that makes up most of that.
Duels, actually.
Yeah, those two. Dual lands are expensive as frig.
I just have one comment to that, John. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Yeah.
Present
As you
market
said
value.
that, As you said that, my head whipped right around and I was like staring at Dean with my eyes very wide.
Oh yeah, a lifetime of
you
collection
can-
since the 90s.
Cards.
So, like, some of my cards have multiplied by 10 times the amount I paid for them, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, I got some of my dual lands, like my C's, I got like around 100, maybe 150. They're now worth about 1,000 each, right? So I didn't spend that much money.
Shit, did they inflate that much?
Yes, they're
Wow.
reserve list, so they can't be reprinted.
Oh, well, that makes sense. My Infect deck alone, that's worth like 1,500 now, with inflation on all the damn cards. Blows my mind. I'm looking at some, it's like $75 for one card. Oh, that's not bad. Another card, 250. What? Oh.
Dirk?
Right, guys, I've got some magic cards floating around from years ago. I'm going. You're going to need to inspect them.
Yeah, no,
Would-
absolutely. I've done that for Dan too. Like I went through his collection.
Imagine if Dean
Pulled
pops
out-
out, he's like, hey, take a look, I don't know what this is from. You pull it open, it's all beta. He's got like
That-
Power 9 and frig, all mint condition.
I very much doubt it's going to be anything special. But you know, if I get a couple of hundred for some cards,
You never know when you luck out and you got a rare
Okay.
one everybody wants. The cards fluctuate so much, that's why I stopped playing Magic. It's too expensive. Oof.
Yes, it is.
Mind you, then I look over at my shelf that has every Final Fantasy game ever made, and I'm like, I gotta buy Switch games, but I don't own a Switch yet, but that's okay. So, I mean, I'm no one to talk. We all have our collections that we collect stuff of.
I do one drug, and my drug is Kerber crack.
Yeah, I live in Nova Scotia, so I also drink.
I don't drink much, actually.
Well, that's why I mentioned it, because I know not everybody does. Say, I live in Nova Scotia, there's a decent chance.
Alright, so I say we...
I think Flux is already heading for the
kinda
stairs.
Yeah, I'm kind of
I'm just-
using my...
I was just backtracking.
Oh, that's
I'm
fine.
Figure out
just
where
kind of
we had started.
using my little mind to... Because I think we'll all get to this point for sure. And then, if we go up here, we can look... Oh!
What appears to be a stone statue of a dragon. Around the next corner.
Are you fine with carry on like I
Yeah.
had already?
Yeah,
Because I'll
so-
just keep going if unless anyone wants to do stealth checks or anything.
Oh, just... We're kind of using the mind to, like, scout. So I think we're all around,
Okay.
like, where the sword is.
Okay.
And then this can... Because you also have to, like, stick with Nuth. So I can send him about... I would have told him to go, like, there. So we kind of see all of this. And then you have to come back and relay it to us.
Yep, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and slow goings. So every time you do that, I add 15 minutes to the timer.
Kieran, could you?
Pardon?
Sorry, I was asking John if I need to put my laptop charger in. I think.
I am going to be somewhat cruel, however, with not Nimbar, as he's just glancing. You can see what you can see. I'll give you full description when you enter rooms, but until then, it's like,
Right, so is it a dead end after the statue?
Yeah,
dragon?
look. So, like, we can tell that there's going to be a dead end. There's something in here. We don't know what, though. There's a room with pillows around another statue, it looks like. That one theoretically could go... Actually, probably does go down, like, here, just using a mental map. We don't know if it connects to this part or not, though. And we did see... I'll also have him go, like, here. What? Colin, do you know why I can't go, like, here?
because there's an invisible wall. Are you sure you want to cross that way?
With the mine, yeah?
Alright, go ahead. And as your character crosses through and the invisible mine looks up towards the end, what does he see?
Nothing?
He sees a dice roll is what he sees.
Oh.
You see a treasure chest at the end of that hallway.
And then he comes back. And relays that. So we see a treasure chest up here. What do you people think?
I think it
I
sounds
wish
like a
the rogue
trap.
came with us.
Yeah.
I think think I might get my laptop actually, because this Mac is not handling this.
As you guys move around, are we supposed to be seeing more of the map revealed, or will it not reveal until we move our tokens?
It should reveal, but if you have your token selected, it's not going to show it to you correctly. What you need to do is deselect your token by hitting escape, and that would let you see everything that's been discovered by everybody.
It only lets you just see it when I move the token.
But the previous areas you've already been through should auto-mark on our map, I mean.
No, I find it doesn't. So, like, this area here, up here and there, even if she deselects, probably won't fill in. Does it? Courtney, you can tell us.
I don't have her selected right now.
Hit escape for me, please. And
That's
then
not going to close my window?
Nope.
Nah, worst case it'll pop up a message saying, do you want to close? And then you just hit escape again.
Yeah.
I'm just going to
Okay.
bring the minis up together.
So, alright. So, now do you see, like, this area?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you see the dragon, you see everything? Like, you see this?
Little dragon here and
Perfect, okay.
a little bit in this room, yeah.
And also, Courtney, if you want to trigger that same sort of arrow, all you have to do is press and click and hold, and then it'll pop up. In case you want to
okay, cool.
indicate an area or a spot to make life easier for yourself. What I can do is I can use a different button. Everybody can, mind you, and I can pull your vision too.
Alright. So, we see random chests, a dragon, and what looks like a party room? Question mark?
I like to party.
I got that song stuck in my head now, damn it. Courtney.
Ah,
Oh, that's okay. It's a good song. It's okay.
have we been in this little pillow sitting room yet?
Nope, this is all fresh.
Okay. Should we maybe check in there first?
I'm gonna go and touch the statue.
I was going to say I'm kind of curious about the statue because I'm covered pretty much head to toe in dragon scales and whatnot.
Fair enough. We
So
do
is-
and again, remember, we can't split the party because only one of me can cast Bonfire.
So Flux walks towards the statue, rubbing her jaw as the mind is coming back. She goes, dragon statue, that's up my alley. Nimbar's like, well, maybe, nope, I'm checking this out. Just walks up, proud and strong, because, just because. Represents forward movement, but looking upon it, it's well crafted, but well worn as well. Made of a cheaper stone, you can see it's lost most of its features over the years, and ice has started to build into it somewhat. Might have been grand at one point in time, but now somewhat lackluster in its design. Glancing to the north, as mentioned, you can see what appears to be a bubbling pool of water, a single rock in the bottom corner, deep underneath. That's right, bubbling water. It even appears to have steam rising off of it. Pillows off towards the other side, and what appears to be an extinguished campfire in between all of it.
Ooh. Anyone else down for a bath?
Listen, I'm so
I-
tempted.
I don't think that's a good idea because sure, it'll be nice when we get in, but when we get out, we'll be water in a cold environment, and like this is super cold environment.
That's very true.
Hmm.
Oops.
Like part of me agrees with you, but
Mm-hmm.
Can I?
Got my shoe, I'll be fine.
Ah.
Can I just stick my finger in the water to make sure it's water and not like acid or something?
You walk into the room.
Yep.
As you break through the precipice of the door frame and set one foot down, it may be the single most refreshing moment in Cania that you've experienced. The temperature immediately shifts. Warmth fills the air, humid warmth in this chamber. It is at least 25 degrees on your skin. You can feel it almost like the sun barreling down on you. You can smell the heat coming off of that water. You can see it bubbling and boiling, but inches away from you. And as you poke a finger down in, it feels so warm and comforting.
Guys, it's like a sauna in here. It's so nice.
Break time?
I mean, theoretically.
It couldn't hurt.
So what's the party thinking?
Kick
we
him
lost
off
one.
my shoes.
One sec, we lost Dean. So he had some thoughts on this. We'll give him a sec. There he is.
Sorry, I was switching my laptop on, and I did a Josh. My Discord on the mobile cut out, so I just jumped on my computer.
Oh, that's fine.
No worries. We've all been there.
I heard Jillian say, guys, it's like a sauna. And last thing I heard you say, Alan, was it's like 25 degrees in here. So I assume it's like a little steam room.
Yeah. Very, very nice.
So I'm gonna have this. Yeah, I'm just while we're doing that. Well, you guys are kind of enjoying the warm. The Nimbars are going to have the mine kind of come see this.
There even appears to be a screen in the back corner, as Flux can see. Unfortunately, I forgot to have the wall up, so you have a slight view of it already. The screen I have used the standard layering so that you can't see past it, but you can see the screen, you know.
I'll go look at the screen. Okay.
It doesn't seem to be too badly affected by the layers of ice down beneath it that seem to have held it in place, but it's certainly stuck where it is now thanks to being frozen so firmly. Glancing around it, however, you can see something pleasant, as it appears that there are mats on the floor here, where you're already above... Oh, sorry, when I was mentioning ice, I meant the wall. Where you're already above the ice layer. This is all stonework beneath your feet, and these comfortable mats appear to be unaffected by any ice at all.
Oh gosh.
Well, if I have a long restroom.
I'm drawing lines I don't mean to be drawing.
Like, I don't know. They're not showing up on my screen at all.
It was like measuring lines.
Oh, you might have selected the ruler by mistake if it was coming up like this on your screen.
Oh, yeah. No, I was just getting Control and Alt mixed up, so I was trying to drag the screen with my left click, but I'm using a trackpad, so I couldn't remember which one to click for the left click, or right click, I mean.
That's fair.
I'll put a little bit of my weight on the mat just to make sure there's no trap or anything underneath it. I'll hold on to...
No, I'm kidding. Gives a crinkle under your foot and a crack. It's old and worn, but still works well. Mostly because it hasn't seen any use, and this room appears to not affect it at all. It doesn't seem to be aged in the least. Bellamy, meanwhile, seems to be walking around the outside of the pool like, wow, we got a sauna!
I'll put
I'm
all my
starting
weight
to like
on it.
unbuckle my boots.
I'm gonna have me some fun then with the Lulu. She's gonna be walks over, sits at the edge, and sort of looks in. Oh, it looks like a big old swimming pool. It's gonna be lovely. Isaac, meanwhile, where is he now on the map? Did I lose him? Oh, he's way down here. I'm gonna remove the copy Isaac for now. Same reason I did for Courtney last week. It's easier to just have fewer minis. He's gonna walk into the room with his creature on his shoulder looking around. Just so he's there in case you need him for anything.
So, actually, let me just double check something real quick, because I think
am
I still
I
have your bath.
an
It's nice and
owner
warm.
of that imp token? I can't seem to move it.
Just in case I change permissions, I'm gonna reload this here. Configure permissions. All players listed as owner. Oh wait, no, that's the copy Kamashag. There you go. Give that one a shot. See if it'll move for you.
Oh yeah, got it.
There we go.
Thank you.
Must have got its permissions confused. I will say some things are wonky. Back at the start of the dungeon, I still have Flux's flying sword that's stuck there that I couldn't delete. I just made it super, super small so you can't see it anymore. But I can't get rid of it. There's no way.
Okay.
And as Alec walks in, you feel the same experience. You going and taking a seat on one of those pillows?
I was going to, before sitting down, look at this, what I assume is a fire pit.
Yep, the remnants of charcoal wood sit in there, but when I say the remnants, they would be at this point as much fossils as they are charcoal. After hundreds, thousands, you know, only Asmodeus himself might know how long they've been down here. The wood is calcified. Wouldn't stop you from making a fire with your own ingredients, mind you.
Yeah. Alex gonna build a fire. If I don't know what's in Chompy. I assume there's something.
I have an old wooden shield.
I'm pretty sure Flux has like a tinderbox and stuff. Let me double check.
Bellamy like 2/3 of the way through getting ready to jump into the pool. Lulu, meanwhile, picking up every single thing. Like a boot gets thrown, tunic. There we go. Holy crap. She's like grabbing them, folding them up, setting them aside, you know, doting as she goes.
Create bonfire in the fire pit.
Could do that.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Good idea.
Yeah, there must be a ton of torches in the fire pit. We just want to light one, so it's more of a ceremony. So we need there to be a flame, so like a fire. I'm going to lay out some food and some drink, just in case something comes. It's like try and set up, like a
Nice reception
like
for them.
the lot. Well, there's like the rules and laws of hospitality, right? So I don't know. I kinda sus of this room, but
Very much so.
it's maybe it's just me, but
No, it's
so
not just you.
I'll be keeping an eye out for any strange happenings. So once I've got the fire and stuff set up, I'll sit down and just watch, see what's happening.
Isaac's character, meanwhile, is sitting on the floor entertaining Deshwinga because, I mean, if I do anything, it's, you know,
Yeah.
that's as meta as it gets. But I don't want him to be ignored off, so, you know, he's there. He's just if you need him for anything. So Bellamy's diving in?
I'm jumping in.
Alright, who else is going? Anybody else popping into the pool at the same time?
I am not.
I'll just hang out by the pool and be like, I want to so bad, but I'm just gonna wait until we need to have a rest, and then hopefully we can come back.
Alrighty. I'm going to need a con save from Bellamy rolled at disadvantage.
Oh, fun.
There's always one who has to trigger it.
Oh.
Well, it's
no.
like you have to. Remember, he told us about our sins. Like you have to do a con save every time you like do something selfish or something like that.
I thought it was a wisdom save, but yes.
Oh, okay, maybe it was a wisdom save. I just remember you had to roll a save if there was.
It
Bellamy.
might depend on what it is.
Oh shoot, I'm misrolled that on myself. Bellamy, as your character is swimming around comfortably in the water, you're doing the backstroke. You're like, oh, this is wonderful. It's so warm. It's so good. Everyone else give me perception checks.
I get mine at advantage. Just because I roll it twice.
Oh my god, a 0 and a 2.
You're being a
looks up.
halfway and you're halfway.
Apparently Nimbar's distracted. He's looking up. So good to see the youth enjoying the water. Or something. Oh, no. What are you doing? I didn't say you could take back that 54 damage I just gave Bellamy. No. That was me. Yeah, that was me.
54 dip.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck.
Those of you who rolled
I
good
didn't
on your
even notice.
perceptions. Yep. Yeah, you didn't. Bellamy doesn't. She's swimming backwards in the water looking comfortable as can be. Except Alec and Flux will immediately notice Bellamy's skin beginning to quickly turn blue. Crystals of ice forming over her body completely.
Oh shit.
Get out. Alex runs over. Fucking
Yeah, Flux is like trying to pull her out already.
pulls her out.
What's going on? Hey!
You're,
Hey!
you're
I'm
going
out
to
here.
die. You're going to die.
So as your friends rush to get you out of the pool and grab you and rip you out, do you work with them, or are you going to spend another turn swimming around?
No, I'll let them pull me out. I'll get out.
And Bellamy pops out of the pool, skin
Okay.
blue, ice
Right.
clinging to every form, hair completely frozen, but not a shiver to her body as she stands there, arms up like, what?
Jeez. Okay, I hate to have to ask this. How dressed is Bellamy?
It's implied that
I'm
she's
not.
very not.
Okay, right.
Full moonshine
All
Simon.
naked, boobs out.
Right.
Oh yeah.
By the fire, Alex is pulling you to the fire. He's whipping out a spare blanket or cloak and saying,
Meanwhile, Nimbar is going to use one of his features. So that way it only takes a minute, but I'm going to ritual cast Tiny Hut.
Oop.
So that way we can control the environment we're in.
Alrighty. So you go ahead and pop up the magic for your tiny hut. And as Bellamy sits down on one of the pillows, you'll note that the pillow is completely frozen. By now, Bellamy would have noticed, with the other players pointing it out, your skin's blue and you're covered in ice. Which doesn't make any sense to you. You feel warm and comfortable.
Guys, I think there's some illusion bullshit happening in here.
yeah,
I think you're right.
yeah.
Alec, like, patting your character down with a towel, rubbing over and trying to just warm you up. Yeah,
Come on.
For the sheer volume of cold damage your character just took.
Yeah,
I guess it's trying to get up on the couch again.
I cannot stress enough about hell how bad everything is down here. I cannot stress.
For those of you wondering where did the DM ever get his inspiration for this one? You ever go to the liquor store and you see the little cooler for your wine with a rubber duck floating in it?
No.
Oh, they used to have them. They used to be these jugs that were there, and you just put your wine in it for like 2 minutes, and it's super chilled because it's below freezing temperature water, but they're spinning it so it doesn't freeze, and they usually have a rubber duck on top going around in circles because it look cute. But you know, sometimes we see things and we're like, oh, someday I'll get to use that as an evil plan in a dungeon, and I did. Oh yeah. I was kind of hoping a bunch of you would jump in and be like, yes, so many deaths. But wait, I was supposed to be on mute. Damn it.
But yeah, a
Too many times.
minute later, I tell Bellamy to get in the hut.
Okay,
A minute later?
Okay.
Okay, hold on. 6 seconds after you sat down, Bellamy, give me another con save. You have advantage on this one.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to pull your mini back.
Oh no.
Is there anything that like Alec and I are doing that can help her at all? Because we're both trying to get her warmed up, and
You
we have her by the
noticed-
fire and stuff.
the frost spreading, turning even more icicle as her skin turns even more blue as the cold creeps through her. She takes 4 points of damage this time. Nothing on that first hit when she was in the water. But
Oh, okay.
she's still slowly freezing.
Oh god.
And the worst of it, Bellamy, is you look upon this happening, and you can see your body going through the worst phases of, cold and destructiveness. It doesn't hurt. You feel nothing.
Okay, right.
I have some holy water. I'm gonna pour some on, like, part of her
I'm not sure that.
wound.
Sorry. When you go to do that the copy Nimbar, because the other Nimbar is busy, I'm not sure that's the best idea. It may may help for a brief second, but then it may also hinder later on, where it's more cold water.
I'll go to pour the holy water and see that it's already frozen.
Yeah.
Oh shit, right.
Or if it was in a bag of holding, when you take it out and start to pour it, it freezes midway through the air. It's like, shit. Holy icicle.
So even though it
that's
feels
something to kill that bear
warm,
with.
so is it
Sorry.
safe to... No, it's okay. So is it safe to say that... Well, I mean, I guess you can't technically tell us, but, like, I feel like Flux would assume that even though the room feels warm, it's not actually. She's still taking... Like, we're still in risk of getting hypothermia.
It would appear to be the case, as Bellamy is going through some serious hell from it at the moment.
Okay. And I didn't notice, I'll look at my finger again that I stuck in the pool. Does it look
It's-
bluer than normal?
A little bit. I was so happy you picked Flux for that, by the way, because I was like, oh, she's blue anyway. You look at your finger, and sure enough, it's actually crystallized somewhat from the frost on it, because it's like you put your hand in the water out in negative 90 degrees Celsius. However, it's not creeping up your hand. It's not extending. You know what I mean? And at a glance
Yeah.
at Bellamy, you can tell it's the same for her. It's not extending. Well, she's already soaked to the bone, and she's in conditions that are probably so bad. This is the assumptions your character's making now.
Yeah.
Alec, your character doing anything on that turn where she's took some damage?
Actually, this doesn't require concentration.
Okay, let's see. He's trying to like rub her with a blanket, like warm her up, dry her off. He'll tell his imp to turn into a rat, because they can polymorph into a rat. So that's
And
nice and
as
furry.
you look
And he's-
over to your side, and you're like, Imp, turns to... Right, he got crushed by a pole.
Well, I
You
resummoned
resummoned
him
Oh, when did he do that?
When
Whoa.
the Chinguas were sad.
Yeah.
No, you said
I
you were gonna...
brought-
I thought you were gonna hold on. Oh, right, yes, and he came back as an imp. Yes.
Yeah, so
So you-
he'll
The
turn
imp
into a
forgot.
rat, and I'll just tell him to wriggle, so he'll run up onto Bellamy and start wriggling for warmth.
He's like, alright, boss, I got you, I'm gonna... And he jumps over, lands on her shoulder, and you see him like he clutches and squeezes. And his eye opens up, and he goes, hold on. And he clenches and he squeezes, brings his wings in, he goes, any second now. And he throws his wings out like a pop, and he's like, huh. Boss? And he's still an imp.
You're an imp. You're supposed to be able to shape change into a rat, a raven, or a spider.
I know, boss, I'm supposed to be able to change into something else, but I can't. He holds
It
up a
doesn't
hand.
matter.
Can't you just re-summon me as a different creature then?
I tried to summon you as an owl, man. It didn't happen.
He looks a little
Can
sad for a
I-
second. Why am I stuck as an imp?
Can
Start
we put-
wriggling.
Can we put Bellamy in the bag of holding? Will that keep her warm while he's doing the dome?
It's warm. Sorry. I was laughing at the thought, but it is warmer, and I believe a creature can last up to a minute before the air in a bag of holding runs out for a single creature. I'd have to double check. Someone's done the math in the past,
I
but
think it's longer than that. I think it's 2 times your con modifier.
for holding breath.
I think.
Oh,
I don't
the
know.
bag of holding
I'll look it
has a certain volume of air in it anyway, right? So inside the bag of holding would certainly be warmer than out here.
So I'm curious though. With prestidigitation, I can
You can chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour.
Yeah. Yeah, but that wasn't the one. Oh my god, which one was it?
Small campfire.
You instantly clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic feet. Can I clean the water off her?
She's not an object.
Damn it.
Don't objectify your player character.
I see where you're going with that, but I realize you've got a pretty Bellamy sitting there in the buff, but she is not an object.
Dude's laugh from downstairs was wonderful.
Love it.
I never thought we would have nakedness in our Avernus campaign, but here it is, and we're all involved.
And it's just as horrifying as I wanted it to be.
Okay, so Flex is gonna tell her to get in the bag of holding. I'll look up the rules.
Oh, she can
You need
definitely
to-
survive, and it's going to be warmer. That's the thing. Once, and if Bellamy
alright.
popping in.
Yeah, I'll climb in.
So the second you're inside that bag of holding, you know, I would make you roll a con save, but the second it's closed, no one would hear your character scream anyway. Your character now feels the pain of all that damage, of all that cold, of all that frost, of your skin biting and blistering, of the frost kicking in, of the frostbite on your extremities, every inch of it. Fortunately, your character gets about 45-50 seconds to herself inside that bag of holding. Inside, literally, someone goes, "Oh, you're gonna feel it for a second. Here, we'll put you in an extra dimensional space." Whether or not your character is screaming or yelling or in pain, whether or not your character just toughs it out like this is nothing, I've been through worse. That's a quantum aspect that the other players do or do not know, because you could or could not be passing your con save. You could or could not be doing these other things, but I think I'm gonna leave it up to the mystery.
Can we, we'd be checking in on her. Like, would we be able to, I'll jump in with her.
After about 25-30
Nobody watch us.
seconds, pop in the bag. You doing okay in there? Bellamy just gives it a
No, I'll
begrudging
go in
nod.
right after her. I'll go in right after her.
Oh, forget the Schrodinger cat then.
I am losing control of the classroom.
The rules of bag of holding are posted. Breathing creatures inside the bag can survive up to a number of minutes equal to 10 divided by the number of creatures. So
Perfect,
Bellamy and
got
I
it.
can stay in that bag for 5 minutes.
Perfect. So you hop in with a seriously injured Bellamy. Bellamy, it's honestly up to your... Oh, look, that came over to a new day. They say scattered clouds, but mostly clear today. That's what you see in the sky above, then. So cold. Love it.
Okay, we're going to need to have a talk.
Someone did the math. I
Yeah.
guess.
But I'm going with the rule. 10 divided by the number of creatures, because I'm lazy. Plus, you have to imagine that the bag of holding's empty. That isn't the case right now. Bellamy's sitting on top of a wooden shield. A couple swords beside her in their pouches, armor, all that stuff. She's got 5 cloaks wrapped around herself right now, oh, these were in here, good. Why is Jade... Who did Jade steal these from? I think they look watered avian. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Flux will just kind of help her
I'd
throw
like to think
cloth on her and kind of hug her a little bit. I don't know how warm I'm cold-blooded, but I'll try.
I'd like to think, in Hal's Moving Castle, when Sophie goes into his room and it's just this mishmash of
Yes.
everything, and he's
Yes.
just under a pile of his feathers and stuff.
Yeah.
I would like to think that that's what I'm doing, but with like cloaks and objects, and I'm just hiding underneath. Just it
Yeah.
hurts.
I fully accept the headcanon that Howl lives in a bag of holding.
Yeah.
That would make sense. By the time Bellamy comes out of there, you know what? I actually got a picture for her. Come on, work Discord.
Guys, I used to be of the Arctic. I never thought to tell yous you gotta stay dry at every instance.
Damn it.
I see it in Discord.
Is that is it Gilgamesh?
No, that's Go-Go from Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah. But by the way,
Oh right. Okay.
That's a
Dean,
throwback
ju-
there. That's
Dean,
Bellamy
just so
popping
you
out.
know, I agreed with you. I said getting in the water was a bad idea for the exact that reason.
I know. We both tried.
Oh, puppy.
Aww.
In case anyone's actually listening wants to see a picture of that dog someday, there it is. I'm putting it right into the D&D. Because it's just too cute. What a good puppy. And it's out. That's the best part. It's asleep.
He was up for like 20 minutes and then zonked right back out again, which is good.
So as Bellamy pops out into the comfortable situation that Nimbar set up, about half a second later, you'd feel a flop as Lulu basically lands on top of Bellamy. She's literally a giant soft plush thing. And she's like, I will keep you warm. And she's already pulling Bellamy's clothes back over that she'd taken the time to fold up. Literally.
Thank God you did do that.
Okay.
Lulu's like, it's okay, you just straighten your leg. Come on, straighten your leg. And Bellamy's like, damn it, I can't.
Yeah.
It's a process, but with assistance and with time, your character is thawed out. You don't incur any permanent damage from frostbite. However, you come to realize you basically dove into super chilled water, but for some reason, the warmth in this room seems comfortable outside of Nimbar's magical ball of energy. You know, tiny hut.
Okay. Alex gonna feed you a potion of
a point
healing.
of inspiration for Bellamy for giving me a good laugh with that one too. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Because her character's just like, oh, this is too fun, I'm diving in, and I'm like, I feel bad for you, but that's so in character.
Oh, that was great.
So if we're sticking to it and getting the short end of the stick,
I do love how Alan's like, anyone else want to join her? You know, be fun.
Lulu would have, but she's like, I'm gonna let her go first, so she'll have her fun. She dives in, Lulu's like, oh no! Little pile of fluff, that's all it is. But thanks to the quick actions of the party and them noticing, because if they rolled low on their perception checks, oh my. But
we just eventually noticed Bellamy floating.
Yeah, essentially. Why is she in an ice cube? Zariel's supposed to be in the ice cube, not her. Uh-oh.
Okay.
No, I think we're taking a short rest so that way she can warm up and try and get some health point back.
Take about 10-15 minutes for Bellamy to be back into what I would call fighting order. You know, dressed, warm, not covered in ice and water, and dried off inside the area. Health is still badly injured because she took a whopping 54 points of damage from the magical, apparently, icy water.
If you click that beyond the icon there, Courtney, you should be able to roll in that health potion.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I also just think, like, we now have the tiny hut up. We might as well take a short rest.
Yeah, I was going to be giving her this earlier, just as like warm up, drink this. I was just
No. I agree with you. Give her the health potion still, but like.
And the best part for Bellamy on drinking that health potion, even though it's a small vial, less than an ounce of liquid, it is the most refreshing moment, probably, of this encounter for your character, as since it's healing, you can even see in your own veins almost lighting up as the healing magic pours through your skin, and your toes and fingertips especially feel the thanks as the numbing, biting pain goes away thanks to the heals. You're still worn and tired, represented by lowered HP, of course, because wowza, I hit you hard. But you're not in pain, and you're not suffering anymore. All bad situations are now aside.
I can't click on the Beyond 20.
Ah.
Oh, I can't roll that either.
Oh, it's only me. Oh, you are no good, low down, rotten. You get 4 health, Bellamy.
I kind of said it makes her feel better, but doesn't heal her that much because of the fact of the sheer volume of health she lost. I didn't mean roll low.
Absolutely unacceptable. That's atrocious.
The worst you could have done.
Alright, well, let's see how you do in your hit dice, and I'll top you up with spells, because that was awful.
Yeah.
Lulu gives a nod of her head. She goes, oh, it's okay, as she lays her trunk on top of Bellamy's head. Just gives you a little tap as she uses Cure Wounds on you.
Ooh.
You regain a further 5 health, because hers isn't that much. But she can do it twice. She's going to hold back the second cast just in case it's needed. She also has Heal, I believe, if anybody wanted to lean into that.
I don't think she has that.
Does she not?
No, I think she has. I think she has greater restoration. I don't think she has heal. I'll double check.
That's just what pulled through on the character sheet when I imported
Yeah, it says
her.
heal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's heal.
Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys.
She
No,
only
worries.
gets
I could've
one
sworn she
use
didn't.
of that one. 1 second before
Right.
you burn your hit die. I'm just going on what's on
okay.
the character. Now, this is an import. It should be on. She also didn't get that stuff till near the end.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to undo the use of Cure Wounds because I didn't know she had Heal in there.
Right.
So I'm going to undo that one, and I'm just going to undo this for Bellamy. As we pop... Wow, everything's a little wonky there. And she's going to instead use Heal on Bellamy as she touches with the trunk. This restores 70 health. So your character's back up to full.
Ooh.
Because Lulu's
Nice.
looking over as Isaac's like, maybe good time to take a short rest. I have the house up. And Lulu's like, oh, we don't need a rest. As she pops Bellamy on the head. Look, she's nice and tough. She ain't got no trouble. Bellamy fully rejuvenated just by Lulu giving her a tap on the head. But you know it's magic, but I
Thanks,
mean...
Lulu.
Sorry, Nimbar is not Isaac.
Oh, sorry, mix them up. It says to Nimbar. And Lulu's also going to say, she's going to look at Bellamy and nod. She said, I'll give you a thumbs up. But she holds up one of her clunky elephant-like legs. But these don't really do it.
Aw. So I'm back up at full now?
Yep. That does use up Lulu's only usage of that for the day. However, those of you who might remember, I did say that your times are backwards. So 12 p.m. is when you took your last long rest. It's now 12 a.m. In another 12 hours, Lulu will get that spell back. Well,
Right.
with a rest. And you're unable to take said long rest until 12 o'clock p.m. Because it was 12 to 8 that you took the last one, so that locks you into that being your morning, even though that's evening. And even though the clocks spin around and the times change, it'll always be a starry night sky over your head.
So,
Jade, his character Dan, I'm sure when he's watching this is going to be like, that would have been me freezing to death.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, yes. One panic over. Panic.
Crisis averted.
I
Guys,
will,
that water's pretty cool. Don't go in it.
and I will confirm for Flux's intuition on this one is correct. This room is just as cold as the rest of the dungeon, but some illusionary magic seems to have made it appear warmer than it is.
I'm glad we whipped right for the bonfire, Dean.
Yeah. Character just keeps dropping down
Yeah.
the bonfires, makes a difference.
As like this just screams of trickery. Aye. my immediate thought was when I see something like this is like, this is fey trickery. I don't know if it's fey, but it just seems like, oh, look
It's
at this.
fey.
It's
And you're-
so good to be true. Ooh.
Alex feels a sudden sharp pain in his shin.
Ow.
As he looks down, he sees one of the Schwinga that was playing with Isaac is standing there with his arms folded, shaking his head and shaking a finger at you.
It's not
Seems-
fey trickery this time.
It seems you've slightly offended him. And he walks back over and resumes his play with Isaac.
You have to admit, little man, that the she courts are a horrendous den of treachery.
He pauses and you can hear him laughing. Apparently you've triggered a memory. And he's nodding back towards you, and he's just laughing. Even does the point and nods his head a few more times.
But Nimbar will then explain what the Manifest Mind saw when it came down here. Now that we're all nice and safe and cozy. The big statue right here.
Yep, what
And
appears
what
to
looks
be
like a dead end.
the statue of a giant holding a stone mace. Though, I don't think your mind actually went there. I accidentally run Bellamy through. You went to here and then came back. I drug her mini through, which is why that area is visible.
No. I had sent my mini there, and then Bellamy jumped in before you could really explain it.
Well, if you did, this area would be visible.
It is visible. It's showing blank.
Here?
I can send you a screen. Yeah, it shows blank.
There shouldn't, like, it's black there, you mean?
No, like empty.
Oh. I'm not sure why
Really?
you're seeing that then on yours, because
because I physically moved my token there.
Yeah, but it updates on my side for everything that changes, and it didn't update that. Foundry's being a little wonky.
I don't know why it didn't update on your side.
Which is why I'm saying you
like
shouldn't have been able to see it.
I see the fog of war.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
Fog
like
of War's not updating like it should. That's all that it is. I wouldn't worry too much about it beyond that.
because I'd physically dragged my character, like the not Nimbar token, through here.
Oh yeah.
I
It's just
said
not
it when I
reflecting.
did it, and then Bellamy went for a swim, and things got a little dicey.
Yeah, big statue over there. Nothing more than that. And for sakes and purpose, I'll pull Bellamy down because this seems to affect everybody a little bit, so you can see what's in there. Thank you, Bellamy.
Okay.
Bellamy, you stay in that warm weather for now.
Oh, she's fine now. She's probably, if anything, Bellamy would be like, at this point, just sitting there like, this is warm and comfy. Don't want to leave. It's like bed in the morning. I ain't going nowhere.
Guys,
Yeah.
you aren't my parents. God.
No, I'm the grandfather.
What age is Bellamy? Just out of curiosity, I don't think we know, but do we know like a rough? Do you seem like a teenager?
No, she's like early 20s.
Right. Okay.
The majority of adventurer age. Ages 19 to 25, something in that range. Unless you're a wizard, then it's 37 to 149.
Jeez, all my characters are a little on the old side then.
If you're elven or anyone non-human, you're generally a 10 or 20 year past the others, or 100. Hobbits are like twice the age of everybody else to begin with, and it goes from there. But most people's adventuring character represents if you took their race and changed it to human, most of them I find fall between age 19 to 29. That seems to be the golden ratio. Everyone's like, I'm in the prime of my physicality at that point, so... Because I'm gonna tell you, it's like, what age is your D&D character? I'm 21. Drink anywhere and kick all the ass. I'm too young to be any smarter than dumb, just runs and kicks the doors in.
I guess that works. Alex is around 30 and he's a half elf, so
Perfect.
that would be the same.
Yeah, Nimbar is very much the
Exception.
yeah
300 and something.
392.
300 and something. Now 400, yeah, it's your 300 and something. All the other gnomes would say if they heard anybody age 400 or higher, oh, you're in your 300s. I'm almost 400. You got a bit to go. Might not make it. It's like, come on.
Yeah. Actually, I actually gave him a birthday, which was in Nighthall.
Oh, nice.
I
That's
think-
like the next month.
Yeah.
You didn't pick like the 20th of Nighthall, did you?
I did the 29th.
Okay, because the 20th is like Christmas. It's like the
So-
celebration of the stars and all that. It's a big one.
Just while we're on this subject, so like, what a 200-year-old elf, is that, are we saying that's beyond what's typical?
I have to double check on the elf age in 5th before I put my foot in my mouth, but I think that's slightly older age for elves in 5th.
Yeah.
Age adult, and they get their adult name around age 100, and they can live to be 750. So if you're talking an elf and they're, well, that'd actually be about, you can more or less divide their age by 10. So an elf who's like 225 years would be about a 23-year-old.
Oh no. Okay.
Mind you, this is why all elves are exceptionally more mature, advanced, and stylized than people. It's like, I've already been doing this for 200 years. I don't need to worry anymore. I know I look good. They're elves. So they have that etherealness of age about them, but being able to break out to the multiple hundreds and almost hit a millennia, they're elves.
Yeah.
So I like my halflings. They like to eat and drink.
Eat, drink, and be merry.
So the question now remains if the party intends to stick around in this room for anything, take a short rest, or just move on. Lulu did give you sort of what feels like a Deus Ex heal there, but it did come with cost. She's locked up until 12 o'clock. Still has 2 uses of Cure Wounds, though, in case of emergency, but they're very weak sauce in comparison.
Yep. Okay.
As evil DM, I will remind you, there is a treasure chest right over here.
Oh yeah.
Some cool tatami mats, I believe they're called. Here that Jillian was relaxing on with Flux.
Yeah, that's odd. So this is like, is this like a little drain, like a little grill for water to run off or something?
Oh no, that's an actual screen. Most
Oh,
likely,
okay.
a changing room.
Right. Okay, I see. I'm
That's what
with
I
you
was
now.
thinking.
Okay. Right. Cool. Well, I'm good to push on. I've got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm back up to full, so I'm good to keep going.
The only thing I'm down is the use of wild shape, but I still got 1 left.
Alrighty, well then, as you all decide whether or not you want to dive for the treasure chest or move on, it's about 12 o'clock, so did we want to take a quick 15-minute break, come back 12:15?
Yep. Sounds
Sure.
good.
Perfect, alrighty, I'm gonna turn the music down and hit pause so we know the game is on pause, and I will be back in 15 minutes.
Awesome.
See you guys then.
See you
Yeah.
guys.
Love you. Have fun.
And... Haha. That gave me a good laugh, Courtney.
It's a whole process.
I can understand.
Like, I don't intend to be late to every single game, but somehow Sunday mornings they just annihilate me.
Oh, it's the end of a long week. If you've done any degree of partying on Friday or Saturday or anything like that, it's... Oof.
Now I mostly just like take my sleeping meds and then like smoke a lot of weed, so
Oh, yeah.
I just sleep all the time.
At that point, your alarm's going off and you're waking up and you're still seeing purple haze.
Yep.
As much as I'm making the reference to the song because of how perfectly it fits, at the same time, that's pretty much what you see when your eyes open up. You're so tired with all that in you, and it's so comfy.
Yeah.
You were laying there and
It
this
is very
music was playing, you'd never wake up.
No, never.
Yeah,
Oh.
the reason I'm usually so early is because like I get up for 8 a.m. every day for work, so my body's just used to waking up that early. But like I was off this week, so I totally almost slept in right
No, it
past the
doesn't
time.
take much. If you can, your body will gladly reset to that. It's so comfy. Like, oh yeah. I'm usually up at 7 most days.
Yeah, I was like,
It's
oh,
absurd.
I should probably get up and do the stuff I need to so I can play with them.
Actually, most people love this about where I'm at now. We changed from standard hours to flex time. So, rather than being told you have to be 8 to 4 Monday through Friday, it's you have to work an 8-hour shift. You can start at 6 a.m. and you can end whenever the hell you want, so long as you're here before 10.
Because you guys close at 8.
No, we don't.
Oh.
You can work as late as you want, but you can't be showing up to work 1 p.m. because we're a 9 to 5 organization. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I mean, you could if you went to your manager and said, but then you're also cutting yourself off from our broker channel. But I'm kind of just blabbing. Yeah, you can work any range of shift, which is really nice. So I'll usually run I'm usually 8 to 4. 7:30 to 3:30 is nice. I have a few coworkers who do 6 to 2. I've done it twice. It's a really, really nice shift, but at the same time, oh my god, can you imagine waking up at 5:30 every day? Every day. I used to fish, and I had to wake up at 2:33. That sucked bad enough. I don't want to do it anymore. Then you get my coworkers, they're like, oh, I work 6 to 2 all the time. I love waking up early. It's so nice. It's like, what? I don't even have the coffee at that point.
They're an alien. You should shoot them before they kill us.
No. No. If they are an alien, those sound like advanced genes. We might be able to make use of it. If not, damn it. Making me look bad. But I do have one coworker. She's a 9 to 5. She likes her sleep, and I respect that so much.
Has anyone seen the Why Humans Are in Charge of Starfleet? It's a very long thread, but it is worth the read.
No, I haven't given that one a read.
I will go find it and I'll post it.
It makes complete sense for the way that they set up, because every other group seems to be extreme in the views, but that's also because they represent often a subculture, and humanity on the blank was meant to be the neutrality of all of them, right? So, there was also that Next Generation episode, I think, where they had all the races find out, oh, we're all from the same source? Oh. I'm really
Star
stretching
Trek
them.
talk.
Star Trek
Yeah, that-
talk.
Yeah.
What season? What or not season? What?
Oh,
It was
What
TNT.
flavor?
the comment was why humans are in charge of Starfleet.
Okay, I thought it's just because we have the greatest capacity to go
Oh.
fucking mental.
Oh, dude, you're gonna love this. Again, it's a long read, so you'll have to wait to read it probably.
Yeah.
But it is worth the read.
And I do like Star Trek. Discovery hasn't held me though. Like the whole first season was a hard watch till the last episode or two, so I didn't get into the
Yeah.
other season. So I'm apparently missing
Yeah.
out.
Watch it and I've enjoyed it, but it's definitely not the same level.
Yeah, I've seen all of season 1, and I was just like, this is trying too hard. Whatever they're going for here,
Season
just
2.
a little bit.
Or Star Trek Picard comes out, and it's like, oh, this was really good, but they could have done it in 3 episodes.
Yes, that Picard was a little bit drawn out.
Yeah.
I really love Picard.
The
I don't
flip
know what
of
you're
that,
talking about.
when they
I
dropped
just
Jerry
want more.
Ryan down, it's like, okay, you can't cut any of those scenes. She was genius with how she updated 7 of 9. And then when they, poor Nietzsche. And I mean, that was all amazing, that whole splicing. But there were some things you're just watching, like, you can speed this up a little, come on. This didn't have to take a full episode. This could have been 10 minutes and it would have been just as good. Just, Patrick Stewart can rock it, man. They get that new captain and he goes, there's 3 of me on the ship, but they're all clones and in AIs and stuff. And
Yeah.
oh, it was good. And then I
Yeah,
watched Lower
but-
Decks and laughed my ass off, and it's like, yeah, I see Rick and Morty taking over the world.
I've still not seen any of that. The Lower Decks.
It's, actually, have you watched Rick and Morty?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what season I was on. I was up to date for a while, and then
It's,
I don't know where I am now.
it has that kind of feel. Not quite as raunchy and not quite as crazy as Rick and Morty, but it feels like that, but it's also still really good, and it's still fairly Star Trek. It's nice. But it does give you the feel of what the people under Lower Decks in everyday life would be up to. So that's cool. But I think everyone's back, and I've gone way off topic with Trek. It doesn't take much to do that. Oh. I'm gonna go ahead and hit play on the in-game clock again and unpause the characters.
Yep. Yeah, we should be back. Jillian should be back as well. Probably just on mute because he's got a
Yeah, I'm eating.
Yep. I had some pizza pockets. They were good.
Food is important.
I was at the grocery store and there was a lady who just got pizza pops and she was leaving. And I spoke up, my God, how can you eat those things? And she looks back at me with one of those don't judge me looks, right? And I'm holding pizza pops or pockets on the other hand. And she just looks down, looks at me and laughs and keeps walking. I tell her, have a great day. She got the other brand, right? She thought I was, but no, those things are delicious. Don't eat too much junk like that, but those things are really good. They're not.
They're delicious until you realize 10 minutes later, oh wait, no, they weren't.
Oh no, pizza. I don't have that problem with pizza pockets. Pizza pops though, ugh, they kill me. But pizza pockets, it's like a little mini pizza. It's like I will only eat 1 or 2 at most. And then it's like a box of 12, and the next day you're down to like 2, and you're like, what did I do? I ate all the ravioli. So what's the players doing now? The options before you, as you all sit here, are whether or not you're taking a short rest was an option, though Lulu did pop Bellamy back up to full while Bellamy was about to use some hit die. Lulu's like, oh no, I got this. I'm good with the heals, and bam. Looks all proud of her little self.
I mean,
Oh, it also...
I don't want to check out that chest.
I was gonna say, I don't think Jade would ever forgive us if we walked by that.
I also
What about-
just gave a read. The spell also ends any diseases affecting the target, so... I don't know. I mentioned that because Bellamy might be like, oh hey, the dots are out from me eye. That's interesting. Or any number of random things you could run with that one. But mostly blindness and deafness gone too. Could you imagine? All the little things.
Alright,
What about the mace statue?
it's just a giant with a mace, as far as we can tell.
Yeah, what if Flux can use the stone mace?
Ooh, there's an idea.
I mean, stone would probably just shatter, but
Yeah.
I will try and take the mace off the statue.
Oh, we're not near it. Like,
Oh,
we're-
that. She just start walking and then suddenly she's cold and she's like, oh right, bonfire. 1 sec.
Sorry. No, I thought it was in the room with us. I forgot.
No,
I've been looking at the dog most of the game, so I haven't
I
been
figured.
pulling up the map very often.
I'll give your character a quick shove.
the dog is the better thing to watch. That's
Oh, I can't
perfectly
believe
understandable.
it also needs the ascension. Like,
Yeah, we're
I-
also a little bit nervous he's gonna pee somewhere, so trying to keep an eye on him to make sure that doesn't happen.
oh, puppy piddles.
He's actually really good, but
Oh, good.
just every once in a while, he'll just.
Does he have a
just struggle
doggy
a
door
little
so that way during the summer you can just run in and out?
Not yet, but we have to patch the fence anyway. Like, you couldn't go around our yard without
Okay.
supervision anyway.
Yeah.
But he's really good to pot the door if he needs to go. He does
That's 'cause
it
he's a
like
good boy.
90% of the time. So
And
yeah,
I will,
he's a good boy.
I'll add in for Flux on that one. As she reaches a hand up and gives a grab to the mace, you notice it's actually real. And when you give it a pull, you can tell that if you gave a good drive, you'd break it clear out of the stone hands holding it in place.
I will do that. Well, I
And-
mean, if we're there.
Oh yeah, your character could have walked over.
Okay.
It's a little chilly, but I mean, you'd be fine with a few
Copy
moments.
Nimbar will actually have to walk with her. I.e., that way, like, everyone else can stay in the tiny hut, and then we can get the great bonfire.
Well, I feel like I kind of instigated this, so Alec would go with Flux.
Understandable. This is like the one time we can split the party a little bit.
A Flux, in order to get the mace, would have to willingly destroy the hands of the statue. They are gripped permanently around it.
Did anybody detect magic on this statue?
It would take. We can bring Isaac over, who can cast it with the staff.
Okay, let's do that then, because I don't want to fuck with anything like. I'm thinking of Negadusty and the imprisonment spell.
Good old Darkwing Duck reference there. I like that.
The one problem is that there could be something underneath, and we might not be able to tell. But we'll see what detect magic shows at the very least.
Oh man. Has anyone noticed if they mount something to themselves, anytime you move, it unmounts the token?
Sometimes I find that. Alright, so we'll get Isaac over here, he'll cast detect magic. Is there any magic on there?
Just the mace, he would be able to confirm.
So the
So-
statue is not magic.
The statue is not an imprisonment spell. There still could be something underneath, because it detect magic is blocked by the stone, but it's probably safe to open it, to pull it out.
So I've seen petrified people before. Can I take a really close look at this statue and see if it seems like a petrified person?
It's exceedingly well crafted. You wouldn't be able to tell, unfortunately.
Okay, but what I do know about that is when the last time we ran into petrified people, they looked as if they were very well crafted, but they were actually just petrified.
Yep.
So that's good to know. I will mention it to Alex since he's with me, and I know he has spells for stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know if I should break this. I'm worried that the statue used to be someone. Look at the details. Look how well that's carved. I can't say it's not someone who's petrified right now.
Well, I could give it a try to unpetrify this thing, if you think it.
If you're comfortable with doing that. I know it's a big spell.
Yeah. I'll give it a shot. I'll see if it's a petrified thing. I'll try and end that effect if Flux is worried about it.
It is not a creature.
I reckon it's your call then. It's
As he steps back.
it's not life as we know it, Flux.
All right. Crack the mace off.
Right. It wouldn't take you an athletics check. You can just tear it and break it free. You pull back on it with all you've got, and without any trouble, The hammer breaks through and is now in your hands.
Okay. Nobody else has identify, right? It was just Jade.
Uh-oh.
I do.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like I could try to attune to it, but that means that we'd have to wait an hour, which is fine with me. If you guys don't mind.
I say first tell me identify it. That way we know what we're getting into and see if you want it.
If you're okay with that, Bellamy.
Yeah, it's just a first level spell.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
You can
Actually, I
ritual
can
cast
do it as a ritual.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, let's take 10 minutes and hang out in the dome and figure out what this thing is.
It'll take 11 minutes, but yeah.
Yeah, well, that's okay. The dome lasts 8 hours, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, no, but sorry, I'm very time oriented.
That's a
I
nice
will
hammer.
cast identify.
Indeed, it is a very nice hammer as Bellamy places a hand upon the hilt of such a beast. Though made of mahogany, it is immaculate. The years seem to have not touched this hammer held aloft in the hands of the beast. It is incredibly powerful. You can feel the strength of this device flowing through you as you identify it. It's sentient, lawful neutral, very intelligent.
Oh, wow, a sentient weapon that's artifact great
It has
power.
a singular purpose: to slaughter giants and goblinoids, and seeks to protect dwarves against all enemies. Conflicts arises if the wielder fails to destroy goblins and giants, or to protect dwarves. The mighty, legendary Warhammer Whelm, a powerful warhammer forged by dwarves and thought lost in the dungeons of White Plume Mountain. This beast of a weapon grants a +3 bonus to attacks and damage rolls made with it, and at dawn, the day after you first make an attack roll with it, you develop a fear of being outdoors. Gives you disadvantage while you can clearly see the daytime sky, but not much of a big problem in here. However, as a legendary Warhammer Whelm, a tool of the dwarves, requires attunement by a dwarf. I'll give you a direct link to its webpage here from D&D Beyond Magical Items.
By a dwarf or by Jade.
It also is a thrown weapon, a warhammer with a thrown property. Normal range of 20 feet, long range 60 feet. Then if you hit with a ranged attack, it's an extra 1d8 bludgeoning, or 2d8 bludgeoning if the target is a giant. And after you hit with the weapon, it does indeed return to your hand, just like the dwarven thrower.
I don't want a gift, I just want to see it.
It has a few other features and abilities, but just something for fun to see. Sadly, where you are not attuned to the weapon, you cannot access its sentient. It communicates with its wielder telepathically.
Guys, this is really cool, but I am not small enough to wield it.
At which point the Warhammer will in fact bark something out in Dwarvish. Can anyone speak Dwarvish? Among those of you nearby.
My
I
uncle
do believe I
Thorgrim
can.
would love this. Can I put on? I can put on my Helm of Comprehending Languages and try and listen to what it's saying.
And I think, John, you had said something as well.
I cannot actually.
Okay.
But I can cast Comprehend Language.
Yep.
So I can read it.
So the options are there, because the Warhammer is capable of speaking in Dwarvish, it seems. It's then going, after the pause in the air when it speaks, you then hear it speaking in Giant. Does anyone know Giant?
Nope.
Don't know. No.
No.
And finally, in a somewhat aggravated tone, Goblinoid?
Nope.
Nope.
And then the hammer falls silent.
Nimbar is going to ritual cast comprehend language.
Well, partway through that, Alec would have popped on the helmet. It would have popped it on after it started speaking Dwarvish, but I think that just means I can. Comprehend languages just lets you understand what's being said. You can't actually speak the language back.
Exactly. You could understand what
okay.
it's saying, but it's a one-way street. I believe the monk's way of the moon and sun, or tongue of the moon and sun, has something that allows all creatures to comprehend what you're saying, but it's one of the few things that does that.
Yeah.
Tongues is another good one, but I don't have it. Oh no, I do have it, but it's not a ritual and it's not prepared. I'm just posting it for sakes. I can't actually cast it as stated.
I have a thing.
Oh.
I have a thing. Hold on. I have universal speech.
Ooh.
As an action, choose 4 creatures within 60 feet. The chosen creatures can magically understand you, regardless of the language you speak, for 1 hour. Once you use this feature, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest or expend a spell slot. So between me and Alec,
That,
which one are you? Alec.
that raises an interesting question, however. Because what's that?
Is the hammer a creature or not?
What's the name of the ability you're using?
It's called Universal Speech. I have it because I'm part of the College of Eloquence.
Well, let me just double check that against sentient items. Da-da-da-da.
Don't think it counts as a creature. It's my problem. Like, it's a sentient.
Yeah,
item.
that's kind of what I was wondering.
It's kind of what I'm
You
checking.
can't
here.
just. You can't personalize an object, apparently. I want to objectify a person, and it's like, no.
Well, while you were researching that, I did just read that article about why humans rule the Federation. And you know what? I'm glad I called it, because we're a bunch of mad bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I told you you would enjoy the read-through and, like, the description on why.
Yes, it's very much... feels very applicable to D&D, because, like, you get the elves being the Vulcans, you know, just like, what are these lunatics doing?
Giving it a grind through because I had to read the rules. Rules is written a no. Because it is an item, it does not function as a creature. It acts as an NPC for the use of a DM only. And for that specific ability, it has to target a creature. Though that was a clever one. That would have worked for most other scenarios.
Okay.
More or less what we'll have to do is, during the long rest, I'll have to switch over to tongues. So that way we can speak with it. Alright, time for the chest?
Yeah.
Yeah, but John, tongues isn't going to help you. Rules is written.
The
When target
creature...
any creature that knows at least one language you can hear the target understands what it says. If we're saying no to creatures, that locks tongues out too, because
You're
from
right,
what I
you're
read
right.
up, Bellamy's is pretty much tongues, except a little more broad. Kind of nice too.
Wait a second. Oh my god, I just thought about something.
Oh, like dwarves with no
Nimbar's copy can speak Dwarvish.
What?
Nimbar's copy can speak Dwarvish.
How? If it's a copy, what?
Spelled with Dwarvish. I completely forgot about that.
My word. God, you're all like trying to figure it out, and Nimbar speaks up. Oh, right, back at the tiny hut, Copy Me can speak Dwarvish. Yeah, you see the hammer even speaks up. Dwarvish? Guten Abend, Kassen Tethen, Pinky.
I completely forgot about that. So what did he say? The copy Nimbar is going to be a translator for us.
So you head over to Copy Nimbar then, but the hammer's been quite quiet.
Well, no, like the copy Nimbar has always been by it.
I thought
Because-
you grabbed the hammer over where Flux is here, and you had to stick with her while Copy Nimbar was supporting the tiny hut.
Nope, regular Nimbar cast the tiny hut so he could do it in a minute. So he has to stay within it. The copy
so
had
she's
to
over
go
there.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's been Copy Nimbar here the whole time.
Yes.
Oh, that changes things then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The hammer would literally just say the first moment when Flux picks it up, it would have spoken in Dwarvish, calmly saying, "Oh, great. Another no-beard picks me up, thinking they're able to wield."
Hey, that's not very nice. You should be nice.
Be quiet, gnome beard. I wasn't asking the opinion of a lesser beard race.
Well, aren't you?
Spicy
Aren't you-
Warhammer.
Aren't you just a lovely little piece of work?
Aye. Every single one of my dwarf wielders who's ever brought me up in the past has said I've been the best face smasher they've ever used against the giant. So yeah, I think I am a lovely piece of sunshine.
You know what that means. You go in the bag of holding until you learn your lesson.
From one held container to another. Such is the way of a tool. And without much fuss, pops in the bag of holding. Gotta love those
Alright,
lawful neutral types that are
Alright,
built to protect a singular race. Because actually a dwarven curse is ya gnome beard, you know what I mean?
at some point, we're going to have have Jade attuned to it.
Or this may be extreme, but one of you could volunteer to die over and over again until I'm able to reincarnate you as a dwarf.
No.
See, I don't think anyone would go for it.
Flux
It's
jumps
very
into the pool and
extreme.
starts to swim.
Oh my god!
Lulu running over. Don't do it! I'll find true polymorph, I promise! Oh.
Curse me in my tongue.
Oh.
You did this, Alex!
Yeah, no. The reason I want Jade to attune to it, so that way it can be attuned to a non-dwarf, and just really mess with it.
Oh, Jelly, I just realised how perfect Frost Dwarfs would be for this ice maze.
John,
Yes.
meta knowledge, make sure to visit the D&D page for that one and scroll to the bottom in regards to Jade wielding it, breaking the rules to wield it.
Oh, are you talking about the secret?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
yeah, that'll end well. You what? Oh, and I did have to give it somewhat of a Scottish colloquialism to how it was speaking. I mean, the ultimate dwarven weapon. It's got to have the accent. So, Dean, don't pick on me too bad if I get it bad, okay?
It's alright, I may call my dwarves North American as what I like to call a Dragon Age Origins trick.
Yep. Oh man, I'd be tempted if I was in your shoes to give them an English accent, but that'd be such a disservice. Oh.
My God, I just looked at Jade's character sheet because I wanted to see if he spoke Dwarvish because I thought it would be funny, and I saw that his sleight of hand modifier is plus 23.
Oh God, yeah.
Absolutely outrageous.
Well,
no.
Stupidest thing.
So that would be a minimum, because he can't roll below a 10 as a roll.
Minimum.
So it always
33.
33.
Yeah. So you know what this means, right? Like you'd have Alec looking at his staff one day of the wood and like, I really like the intricate carving and design they've done here. And Jade, who could be piloting the ship at the moment, would speak up without looking, oh yes, the way that the rose line integrates with the center of the stack is very ingenious. And you'd look over like, how did you know about that? When did you see this? And he just smiles. Hours upon hours
He's
hanging out with
holding
all
it.
you. You know he's stolen every item you have and put it back without being seen. The only trick to that might be Bellamy because, well, I think Bellamy has one of the highest perceptions. I'm actually just throwing that out there for the fun of it because she was relatively new, right? But with...
Yeah,
with,
my passive is 17.
Oof. Him up in the 30s, though, that's just sickening. Wait a second.
I
If
was
your
just reading-
passive is 17, your max is 27, Jade's minimum is like a 30-something?
33.
You see how broken that is at level 17, right? Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
so that means if Alec rolls a 20 on a perception, he can just meet Jade's minimum.
I can't roll my
hag of
best. I can't go below a 26 on persuasion.
bowling. Yeah, your character
So
has that
that's
same
what I got.
expertise power.
Yeah.
And that's come in handy once or twice already, I think.
Mhm.
Head up to Gargoth, hey buddy. And he goes, I spilled the beans. Oh, you made me spill the beans. You're good.
Yeah.
Courtney, I just read that message that you put in Discord, and I'm laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made my lunch break, that message.
All right, so treasure chest. How we want to approach it?
Carefully.
Yes.
So
Well, you got a new hammer you could swing at it. Oh!
I don't. How would it just count as a +3 hammer if I used it?
Technically, it would just be a +3 hammer. You can't activate any of Whelm's overwhelming power.
Right.
That's right, I said it. The best thing about Whelm, why he's so angry. Bellamy, you did the identify, right?
Yeah.
Your character would be thinking, Whelm's pretty uppity for just a legendary item. He ain't even an artifact.
Oh.
They did him the dirty.
They did him the dirty bad. He's a sentient
Dang.
magical item, but he's legendary. Not
That's rude.
an artifact. I sort of give him a Napoleon complex because of it, which is why he lashed out so quickly at the gnome.
Not the beard.
Oh. So the
my
treasure chest.
favorite part is the fact that he at some point he's going to be attuned to Jade, who can't speak Dwarvish.
It's gonna be funny because Jade's honeysickle can, I think. I have to double check how I set that. I might have either given it a language or given it all language, but I think I only gave it common. So might not be able to, and be like, man, what's that guy saying? I don't know, Dwarvish. He insulted me. I know it. That's how the conversation's gonna go for poor Jade for the next month.
Blake can speak, read, and understand common. And
There we
can
go.
communicate if it's telepathically.
So the hammer's gonna slowly learn common to speak up one day. I want down. No, like fuzzy man.
Meanwhile, the entire time, Copy Nimbar is sitting there listening to its complaints, laughing at them.
Oh. So then, who is going to make an attempt at the treasure chest?
Alright, so first, let's just get everyone over there because I don't trust it.
You should check it for traps.
So
Who
Well-
can do that?
we
I have a
did
plus
kind of-
3 to investigation.
All right. Here, let Nimber.
Oh, you have a mage hand, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and I might have been a little slack on this one because it's a Legend of Zelda style treasure chest. It's huge.
Oh, does that mean that I can contribute something because of my athletics? Because all my other skills are subpar.
You may yet be needed.
I mean, we'll still try the double mage hand. Nimbar and Nimbar look at each other, get in position.
Well, the mage hand is got to be our equivalent of poking it with a stick just now, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Unfortunately, it does not budge when they try to move it.
Flux will crack her knuckles. I mean, should we check for traps? I don't know if I'm good at that, but
I can guide whoever wants to try. I have a +1 to investigation.
is it if we were checking for traps, would it be investigation or perception? It'd be investigation, right?
Yeah. I do believe, Bellamy, you said you have something for investigation?
I have a plus 3.
Alright, Nimbar's copy it is.
Go on, cannon fodder. Go do your chore.
Oh,
Hey,
wait.
That's
Oh,
his
let me just check one thing. It's a +3. Oh, no, it's a half skill. Okay, I was just making sure it wasn't trained. I was like, you could provide assistance.
Yeah,
If
Nimbar's
anyone
not
has it
trained.
trained, that's always my rule.
Yeah.
Flux, meanwhile, she just folds her arms, uses intimidation instead, like, you better not. To the chest.
I will guide
Copy Nimbar.
copy number.
Actually, wait.
Jade,
No,
meanwhile,
do it on regular Nimbar. We're
as he
gonna
suffers
use
under the
regular
controls of
Nimbar.
the ship, thinks to himself, why do I feel my ears burning? What are they doing that I feel like I should be there as he dodges snow avalanches?
Yeah. But yeah, do it on regular Nimbar because I think I'd rather Nimbar take the hit.
Yeah.
Whatever number is going, I genuinely can't tell the difference. Both Dean and Alex just like, sure.
One's upside down, one's not.
Yeah, but it's funnier to
Actually,
think
what-
Alec is completely confused.
One also has a bigger beard now.
Yeah. Still gets
What-
called a gnome
what-
beard.
What happened to the what? What happened to the beard?
They just stroke it.
Oh wait, you just copied the belt of dwarven kind. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Because they don't get the equipment, so...
Okay then, well, throw us a
All
roll
right.
on your investigation.
Investigation. Plus 1d4.
Well, it's locked.
Guys, it's locked. I don't know how to unlock it.
You have two ways you can unlock this chest. The first way is using a sleight of hand check with a player who is trained in the use of thieves' tools. The second way, well, you got a flux.
Alec is already looking at Flux.
Bellamy's Jack of all trades. Does that mean she can use a thieves tool?
You'd have to be specifically trained in it to use it to its full efficiency, which is how I work it. It was because we had a rogue on the team. Since he's out, I could let it go with disadvantage on the roll, because Bellamy, do you have these tools?
I do not.
Yeah, that's the kicker. You don't have the tools to pick a lock without the thieves' tools, though, is the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what am I
No.
saying? You just wouldn't get your proficiency on board if you're not trained in thieves' tools. She'd get her half at best, but even then, without the thieves' tools themselves...
Alright.
Well, here's option C. I can just carry it until we find a key. I'll try to lift it up.
You can deadlift it.
Can we
But
put
it
it in a
doesn't.
bag of holding?
I don't know if this is sustainable, you guys.
With all of Flux's strength, pulled out to the max. You can even see like a little cross appearing on the side of her head as the veins popping out as she's holding the chest, and she's only just lifted it a couple inches.
Yeah, Flux can't lift it, the bag can't hold it.
Alright, I'll kick it.
The wood
And by
cracks
kicking-
somewhat when you do.
I use my claws and pry it apart.
Alright, you give us an
While she starts doing that,
you give us an athletics check as your character tears open the chest. Alrighty, now you go ahead and roll me a D100.
Oh boy. I like the sounds of that. Okay. Right, I have to remember
that makes
how
one
to
of us.
roll dice on Foundry.
/R space 1D100.
Yeah.
Not crazy though. There used to be like an icon for
why
dice
did I
rolling,
come
right?
up as Kamasheg again? Anyway, that was my roll. It wasn't Kamasheg. I don't know why I'm clicked on him.
He's just a swell guy.
Alright.
Kamasheg, are we feeling lucky?
What? Oh god, I'm dead. Oh god.
As you slowly throw back, I mean, if this was D&D, I must have to be assigned to a player here. 1 second. Yeah. That's why it's coming up. I had selected the animated thing as my avatar. As you throw back the lid on the chest after tearing it free, you are surprised at the sudden sprinkling of light, the reflection of the gold and platinum inside, and the rare art and items you see. You find in there 40,000 gold pieces, 25,000 platinum pieces, and 7 art objects valued
Okay,
at
yep.
2,500 gold apiece.
Sorry, how much were the arts valued at?
I'm putting them all up, don't worry. Have some patience.
Oh, okay.
now.
Perfect. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were going to.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
As for the actual items, let me just pick a few at random here that you find in there as you start looking through. I had a table that did this for me and brought it all out, but, well, it didn't work because it didn't copy it correctly. The items you find are as follows, but that's not all. Flux, go ahead and roll 1d6 for me, would you?
Oops. Wait, no, that's right, is it?
Oh, you have a
Oh,
dash
I
before
forgot
the
the
slash.
space.
No, you had a little item before the slash.
Oh, okay.
So it also wanted to roll from Kamashag.
Okay.
I don't
Now
know
what-
why it's rolling from Kamashag. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh no, I'm just. Oh.
I can't find my icon, so I can't. It's in the dark somewhere.
I
I've
think you're
lost
by
track
the
of it.
statue. I think if you press escape, you should see everything.
That.
Oh, there we
let me just see here. There you go. That should fix it for future rolls.
Okay.
Because now I need you to do 4 separate rolls of a D100.
Oh boy, I don't know if I like this.
No, these are good. These are magic items.
That's 1.
The 2.
That's 2. That's 3.
There's still 4.
And just 1 second. And go ahead and give me one last roll of the D100. I'll need an extra one.
Okay. That would have been 2 successful divine interventions.
That's very true. At the bottom, you find a number of potions. And on top of that as well, you find a single scroll, a spell scroll, at the bottom of it. The potions are 2 potions of Cloud Giant Strength and a potion of Supreme Healing, along with a spell scroll for the 6th level spell Arcane Gate.
Nice.
Do I have that one yet?
And congratulations, Flux. You got lucky and opened up a treasure roll inside of that treasure chest.
Oh, I already have Arcane Gate.
You also already have a potion of Supreme Healing too, but hey, Dubbins is
Oh, no.
Dubbins.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
I'm
not
not
quite
gonna
right for that
complain about
phrase.
I just need to know if we have a spell scroll or if I have a new spell.
Yeah. So you now have a spell scroll of Arcane Gate.
So, who wants to take what? I have a bag of holding. I can put, like, everything in there if you want, or we can do it however you want. Whoa!
I also have a bag of holding if we need it.
I do as well. I have my handy haversack.
Have Chumpy. One, who currently doesn't have a potion of Supreme Healing on them?
I do not. I have a potion of greater, but no supreme.
Okay.
I am going to just put it out there right now. I am taking the spell scroll and putting it with the rest, just so that way we all have access to it.
Cool. I have regular potions of healing, so I don't need it. So I guess Bellamere, Flux, you keep that on your person, just in case.
Yeah, how about I take it, Courtney, because you have healing magic.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
Perfect.
Cool. And I assume Cloud Giant Strength is lower than your actual strength score? Flux?
No, technically it's higher. If I'm not wielding, so it brings your base strength up to 27. When I'm not wielding the hammer, my strength's only 25.
Oh, so do you want to keep that extra juice on you? Because
I can if you
a
want.
little bit.
Yeah, I feel like I'm probably the only one who can really use it because none of you guys are really strength-based players, but I can. Yeah, I don't mind. Okay,
Also,
I'll add them then.
Cloud Giant Strength is the 2nd strongest. Only Storm Giant is higher. Cloud Giant gives you a 27.
Nice.
Storm Giant's a 29. As even when Flummonoxus is taking a moment to pop those potions away, you might get a quick flashback. As you remember standing at JM's shop as Dusty put his 250 gold down and said, "I need a potion of strength." Didn't have enough money and the team chipped in the extras. The shopkeep, so moved by your kindness, swapped out the Hill Giant Strength for a Cloud Giant Strength potion for Dusty that day.
Aww. I'll look at the bottle and just smile.
He
Put it
chugged
away.
that crap when he had to take out a friggin' pit fiend.
Yeah.
One piece of 3 that was required, or Dusty would have actually died in that fight. The other one was his advantage that you all made sure he never used, and the third one were the flying boots. He couldn't have won without all 3, and even then, scraped by with a point of health. Had to meticulously do the math. It's like all logical outcomes say Dusty dies. It's like, good, I will kill him. The players are like, no. We love our NPCs and they hug Lulu close. But I've had my fun.
I'm always hugging Lulu close.
Oh, Lulu's the best. Even Gargoth likes her. He spoke up, he's like, she's uncorruptible. She's not like anything else, can't be corrupted, so his favorite thing. Everyone loves Lulu. Except apparently Zariel, she always leaves when Lulu's around. Oh. So
Rude.
you now have a decision to make on that note. And that's which way you're gonna go. There were multiple offshoots over on this way in the path. And your original direction you had come from had one offshoot going down.
Yeah. Do you guys just want me to store the rest in my notes? By the way?
Yeah, sure. I've been writing stuff down, but I'll probably forget it because it's money in it. What are we gonna do with it?
And you know, I don't track.
Yeah.
So, who's writing stuff down?
I've
Just to
got
be
it.
clear about the money and stuff. Okay, perfect. That's what I was pretty sure was happening. I did get the potions and, actually all of the potions. They're all in my inventory.
Yeah.
So if anybody needs the superior or either of the giant strength ones, just let me know, and I have it accounted for in D&D Beyond.
Oh my god, Bellamy chugs, one becomes a bodybuilder. Or Lulu. Little tanky Lulu. Hello! Oh, the mind just wanders. I did also post them all up under the general in Discord to make things easier for copy-paste purposes.
Just in case,
I did appreciate that. Thank you.
just in case anybody would like a Fergus update, he's been chewing on a dog chew for the last hour.
Good old rawhide.
Aww.
So no, it's not. It's actually not rawhide. It's a hide-free chew. So, 'cause it's supposed to
even
be easily digestible. It's made from like salmon and rice flour and
Oh my
like some
god,
other
guys.
stuff.
It's like crack for dogs.
He really loves it. We gave
Oh.
him one last night, and he had it gone in an hour. So
Oh, that is awesome. And it also distracts him for a little bit.
yeah, just because we can't take him out right now while we're playing. So
Yeah.
although, should I take it from him soon, Dean? Just so that I don't have to yell downstairs.
It's your call.
I'll let him have it till like 1:30, and then I'll take it.
Okay.
Alright, so now we're gonna have to backtrack to here, at the very least, and then do which way do we want to go? Or do we want to go this way?
So, the direction was like this way or
Yeah,
this
so
way?
here, let me just. So we have path 1,
Right.
path 2, path 3, or like path 4 is way down here.
I don't know. Why don't we roll a dice?
Yeah, how many sides are there?
So 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, I'll roll 1d4.
Perfect.
Oh shit! Sorry. I'm good. I'm good at coding, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So
Whichever
we're
one
going
you
to go
deemed 4 is the one we're gonna go to.
The one way back here.
Sure. Why not?
The fates have decided.
Alan, can you move us back there, or do you want us to actually move our tokens through this maze?
Just a sec.
Thank you. It's just a lot easier for you to do it.
Thank your DM, boys and girls. Thank you, Alan.
And I'm backtracking to make sure I don't go over something.
Yeah. Otherwise, we have to physically move our tokens throughout the maze, and it just gets a little.
Do it in a squeaky schoolboys. Thank you, sir.
All right.
And finally, the sword. There you go.
All right. So. Okay.
Music just picked for me.
Yeah, it got very quiet randomly.
Oh, I know. Building ambiance as you move on.
Great.
You have the kindness,
Ambiance.
the ambiance, all the way. As you slowly make your ways through the dungeon.
I really don't know where Lulu went, you guys. I thought she was under me, but
Lulu pops up out of the pool. Oh, it's such a hello. Oh no.
she is always with us.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna delete and bring her back.
I'd like to imagine that somewhere out there there's just like a John Wick character who thinks someone killed Lulu and is just on a constant rampage.
That's
Give
fuck-
me back my fluffy Olifant.
Cracking Brooklyn Nine-Nine reference there, Jillian.
Thanks, dude.
Let's save you both a quick
What's-
step here.
What can we? Are we pausing to look at this?
Oh yeah.
Another one of the same pillar designs you've seen on the way by.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the first one we saw.
My amp starts getting flashbacks.
Nom.
Just like to be thorough, you guys.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm not.
But the pillar seems to be like the other ones. Nice stonework, looks like it might have supported something at one time or another, but now, sadly, is but broken away. As you move onward, you do see the hall continuing, winding as it does.
Oh, I still have plate armor equipped. That's stupid.
Alright, so we had been down like here before. I say we, but I mean like my manifest mind.
Okay.
I like it.
Dean's like, it's not my imp be the test dummy for everything. I like it.
Alright, I was
Flex
talking
the
about the
user.
music.
I was also talking.
Oh.
I was also thinking about the music.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm just trying to find Flex. Oh, there she is.
Oh, you all hear music?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
that's
didn't
coming
intend
in.
to do that?
Oh no, I intended it. It's just I'm surprised at how loud that's coming in. Because that's set up with easing. Just 1 second here. I think I know what the
It'd just
problem
be a
is.
good quality audio file.
No, it's too loud.
Now I hear nothing. And I'm sad. I liked that jazzy
There's a reason you hear nothing.
quartet.
Don't worry. I gotta fix that a little though because the audio is supposed to have easing. You're only supposed to hear the start of it as you broke through an area. Just move Flux forward a step. There we go. That's an update to the sound. That should fix the volume level. Yeah, Flux is one step too far away to hear the music. And, Courtney. You might be noticing now. Because once you get your mini up to the same hallway, you'll be hearing it as well.
alright. So,
Oh, Jesus.
so it looks like a empty hallway thus
Appears
far.
to be empty. I'm gonna ease the volume on that just a little more because it is quite the distance away from where you presently are.
So I'm just going to have him do this.
It won't let me move my token anywhere.
Oh, you might be stuck on a corner. 1 sec.
I'm not actually using my Supreme potion. I just wanted to see what it comes up. Nice.
There's a little glitch on the map, I think.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because
What's up?
I see like this little thing right here, like where it's like in the walls.
I have no idea, man. Oh, that, I know that area is using landscape walls because it's a pillar, so that's nothing. But it's
okay.
surprising that that's showing up on yours. I wouldn't worry about it,
Yeah.
that's nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead, Courtney, because are you able to move your mini now?
Yes.
Perfect. You'll hear what everyone else is talking about once you bend the corner. Which is also the moment where your character would pretty much realize, oh wait, that's what I was hearing. The fine-tuned playing of a skilled violin somewhere in the distance. And as mentioned, I have used volume easing on that one. So the closer you get to the sound, the louder it's going to get. But how far away is it? It does sound quite distant. Unfortunately, perception checks aren't going to help you much here. Now, if you get sick of hearing the violin play, just hit escape to deselect your token and it'll turn off that ambient sound.
Now, as the perception checks won't help, is it the like the sound is just bouncing off the walls, so it's hard to pinpoint?
Exactly. Plus, it's also meant to be a physical puzzle for you to interact with. The sound's volume will increase based off your mini's closeness to the source. So as you traverse through this maze, you may be interested in either finding that sound or avoiding it. And that was the reason why I turned off the other music that we had playing.
Right.
I'm just gonna get it going again. Just so it's there in the background. Yeah, you can see what I mean by pillar now, right? Very strange that it showed you that, though.
Yeah, like, that's why I was very confused. Like, I didn't...
Twisting, turning maze of long corridors stand before you. Though as you make a turn to the next corner, not Nimbar sees the statue of what appears to be a bull, frozen up to the knees.
He was told to go to the bottom and then come back. So, this is what we've seen thus far. There's that statue of the bull.
And now the added violin music, which matches Bellamy's instrument.
Hey, do we want to check out this statue, or?
And Bellamy.
Oh.
Since your mini's taking up the rear at the moment, I'm going to say in the lineup you're taking up the rear as well. As you start to pass that last corner at the pillar, go ahead and give me a perception check. Because the other side of the wall where you presently are almost seems to be glowing a bit and has caught your attention.
Oh, I don't see it.
No.
Your character leans in close, scanning, wondering what in the nine could possibly be there. When a pair of hands slam on either side of your character's face, on the other side of the glass, and you see the face of a twisted, strong-looking humanoid smash against it, and then squeak as it slides down the ice before disappearing off.
Oh my god.
Wait, something grabbed me
No.
and then ran away?
The other side of the wall, you could just see the silhouette until the face smashed itself against the ice. You could see the face of a fierce-looking warrior before moving on.
Like a jump start, like bang into the wall, scare you, and then run away.
Oh. Ah!
Whoa, you
Yeah.
okay?
There's It's gone now.
You know, if this was like real life live play, to be the moment where the DM like slams hands on the table, jumps forward, makes the sounds, you know, for the jump scare. Where it's not, it's like, oh, there's a jump scare. I could like throw a picture up, but then, you know, we're going for the gruesome, and that's different. But essentially, yeah, seems you're being stalked.
I don't know, guys. There's something in here with us.
Well,
However, I will say, from behind the ice here, you can still see that soft glow from whatever's on the other side. But the ice obscures vision too much to see through it.
I mean, mazes, labyrinths, traditionally minotaurs, but probably a bit too tame for this level of hell.
Lulu points with her trunk towards the statue. I don't know, you might be on something. Look at that thing. Then Lulu pauses again. Wait a second. I turned into like a giant war mammoth. That's kind of like a minotaur. This isn't meant to be my twap, is it? Oh no.
We wouldn't let anything trap you, Lulu.
She gives a nod. You better not. I like the sunlight. Gives a flap of her little wings. She's like pulling Flux along as a sled, you know.
Alright. Nimbar is going to come down here and investigate. Sorry. I think I'm going to go down and investigate this statue unless there's any reason we shouldn't.
Go for it. Although, is the sound getting quieter for everyone else, or
What? The
violin and fiddle?
Keep in mind, that sound grows louder or quieter the closer you are to it or the further away.
Yeah, I just wanted to double check that it wasn't just me hearing things and that other people noticed.
Right. You're more than welcome, by the way, since we're playing it that way and I'm using this as a puzzle. You could say, for example, like if John was curious, he could take his mini Nimbar, move it from this location back to the corner here, then back to here, then back to here, you know, and hear it in his own ears. I wouldn't count that as his character walking back and forth in any seriousness. I might jokingly say it, but like for Flux, for example, I'll give you a quick shot. So you tell me right now, as I move to here, is it louder?
Yeah, I think so.
But back here, it's quieter?
Yeah.
So logically, sound's coming from this way.
Yeah, okay, I will share that with the party.
As Flux,
Dean?
well, Jillian specifically, in real life, passes her perception check, informs the party.
Jillian has hecka high perception, you guys.
Yeah, now we know who leads the pack.
Dean, do you want to guide me?
Yeah, sure.
D2 to investigate the statue.
Nimbar takes a moment and starts scanning the statue. Let me see here. I'll take a detailed look here. Oh, yeah, no, okay. Unfortunately, nothing really jumps out at you. It seems like a very nice statue from your investigation check. Flawless design, well crafted.
I will report back and then press on. But where did not Nimbar go?
Oh.
There he is.
Nimbar, did you touch the statue when you were investigating it?
Yes.
I'll break the rules here for Bellamine, save you the step. Because I know walls are a pain when you can't actually walk through them like that.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I keep trying to select Lulu, so I'm moving her with me, but Foundry's being a dick about it and won't let me do it for some reason.
Oh, well, I'm gonna do it the easy way then.
I'm gonna have her on follow.
Yeah.
Nice, thank you.
How big is this statue?
Large. Quite
Can
large.
Could you easily reach the horns?
Very easily reach the horns.
Look at you, Alec, grabbing the bull by the horns.
I can't believe you just stole my joke, Flux. How could you do this to me?
We've been hanging out for too long, Alex.
He says that while he's disappointedly just holding them. I can't.
You just murdered Dean.
Oh well.
However, since your character has placed hands on the horns, you notice something rather important. The left horn is loose.
Does it do a twisty twist or a pulley pull?
It can twist. You can twist it in any direction.
Let's go lefty loosey, see if it comes off.
As you twist back left slightly, nothing happens. However, you notice the jaw clenching as you do.
Let's twist it right, see if the jaw lowers. But I'll try and stand.
Wait. Back off. Mage hand.
Oh yeah, I was just going to stand off to the side so I wasn't in direct line with the jaw, but that makes sense. Okay. Mage hand.
Bellamy, if you just want to step...
Oh, yeah.
She like folds her arms. Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna be in any trouble. As you rotate the horn with your mage hand after the party moves up out the way, the mouth opens with the turn to the right, which, the opposite direction. This makes sense. And as it hangs open, you see a jeweled ring in the mouth.
Second mage hand, go get the ring.
It scoops it up without any trouble.
It will bring it to Alec. And, present the ring.
I thought you'd never ask, Numbar.
It'll float down a little bit so it looks like he's kneeling.
Yeah, Alec will scoop the ring and kind of look at it like, any of you identify guys want to take this for the next time we rest?
Yeah, I can hold on to it.
Cool.
Right.
I'll need to learn that trick at some point.
Okay, but do we want to try moving the horn in any other way?
Well, if we twist it the other way, the jaw just tightens, right? And I don't think it pulls or moves. It just
Does it go over to the sides or anything like that? Can we move it in any other way? I'm going to try.
The horn? No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Okay.
I will point out as well. Did you say, Bellamy, did you take the ring?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. I was just double checking on that. As you look it over, it's a golden band. However, a thin layer of frost slowly coats the outside of the ring. As you look upon it, beauty in its design for sure. Can you all see that picture in there? Sometimes it doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. And I'll throw up a nice one there in the Discord as well.
Pretty.
Does anybody else have concerns that it will freeze anyone who wears it?
A little bit.
'Cause I do.
That's why we're going to identify it first. At least that is my hope. Theoretically, one of you could just put it on. I don't suggest.
No, I'll tuck it in my pocket for when we're comfortable somewhere.
Actually, Bellamy, why don't we put it in one of the bags of holding?
Yeah? We
Just
do
in
that?
case there's cold radiating from it. We don't want you freezing to death again.
That is true. Good looking out.
Okay.
I will tuck it into my bag of holding.
And on we press.
Get a little louder again.
Shoot. Alright. Can everyone see what Nottingham sees right now?
Oh, and Jillian, sorry to answer your comment on that one. The ring doesn't necessarily freeze what it touches, but just holding it in your hand is like holding an ice cube. It certainly makes the flesh draw numb before putting it away. And as you keep on, keeping on,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and move Bellamy up again. You'll notice
Yeah,
the
Thanks.
music drowns out where you are. You can no longer hear the violin chime through the halls.
I just had an idea. What if we showed the ring to the man in the wall?
We could do. He's not there all the time though.
I'll bang on it a couple times.
All right. Well, let's see what happens.
I'll ask Bellamy if I can borrow it,
Yeah, for sure.
and I'll carry it.
Oh, I suppose we all
Okay.
have to go because you have to stay near the bonfire.
I can do a couple con saves. I'll probably be
Nope.
alright.
No, Nimbar refuses.
Okay.
I'm immune to cold if you. Yeah, I could.
If you want to, yeah, I can stay close to the bonfire if...
It doesn't matter. If we're all there now, it's.
Okay. I'll bang on the wall a couple times. Hello? Hello?
Who is
You
it?
receive no major response as the echoes carry through.
I will tell Lulu to stand back and everyone else to stand back.
Oh,
Don't attack the wall
Why not?
because it attacks back. Remember?
yeah.
Yeah, I
like-
know. That's why I'm telling you guys to move away. I can take it.
All right.
Lulu leans her
I'll,
head around the corner. Oh, alright, I'll watch you. You don't get yourself smashed up, okay?
I'll be alright. I'll try to cover my ears as best I can before I stab the wall.
Now, it's going to stretch out, and it's going to be a con save for yourself and anyone else in range. If everyone's around the corner here, you're all fine. But you'll need a con save for Flux as you make a slice with your sword.
Okay.
And you manage to resist the pain. You can all hear the wall screaming, just the screeching sound as she does. And you're pretty certain that if you keep up this process and keep attacking the wall, you could definitely hack through it. But it would take numerous swings with your weapon.
I'll tell them before I proceed. I think I can get through here if you guys want to try that before we move on. Or I can just leave it. It's up to you guys, whatever you think.
Your eardrums.
Alright. If you're sure, I'll go back and start hacking at the wall until it breaks.
Alright, I'm going to need 12 con saves.
12? Okay. If the damage,
you
if I'm
want,
noticing...
let me just take a look here. If you want to just put in the command roll 12d20, I'll give a look through on the rolls and do the math in my head because you get a plus 12 to that, so...
Yeah, and I was gonna say, if the damage seems to be increasing with every hit, I'd probably step back and take a minute. So I just wanted to say that before I start striking. Because even before I hit it, I'm worried that the damage is gonna go up.
Oh, there's no increase to the sonic. The cries just
Okay.
ring out every time you strike with your sword. Loud and painful.
Right. And how many did you want me to do? 12?
12.
12, okay. It's /R, right?
Yep.
Someday I'll remember it. Ooh, there's a 1 in there.
There's a lot. There's a few single digits.
Yep. Sadness Chan popped up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
She said, "Tell the poor monster you are sorry for wasting its time."
Tells poor wall you're sorry for smashing it. The cries continue as you go. And you take 6 points of sonic damage from the screeching of the walls. However, you soon find yourself tearing through your own new chunk in it. But most interesting was your last strike as it hit the wall. The screeches drew silent, and there was no response.
Interesting. And it was only
Need to draw a wall, but oh yeah, sorry.
it was only 6 total out of all those saves.
Just 6.
Okay.
Which reveals your new zone. Actually, I'm gonna change how I have a draw line here.
Whoa.
Always a tricky thing to do when you're in the midst of it. There you
I'll
go.
tell everyone that I am fine and that it's open.
And you see what appears to be a strange little platform leading up.
Like an elevator?
Nope, just this little box area in front here. It's a strange little platform leading up. But what's on that platform might be of what caught your vision. Seated on top of it is a small, glowing orange sphere. And inside of it, a number of red stars.
Ah, Dragon Ball! Guys, I found a Dragon Ball!
Chala! Head chala!
I feel like Dan had 3 or 4 of them already.
We're getting up there. They're on his character sheet. You're gonna tell him, we got another one, he's gonna be like, good.
Good job, Flux.
Nice.
She'll wipe her brow, which is probably not sweaty. I'll be like, if it was a little warmer, I might be sweating.
Minor illusion makes sweat on her.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You gonna walk into the room?
Yeah, but I'm just gonna step away for about 30 seconds while I deal with... I'm gonna take that bone away from the dog. He's not gonna be very happy with me.
We're gonna need a 30-second break, because you'll need a deck save when you get back.
Oh, great.
And on that note, I'm just gonna refill my water. I got my wireless headphones on, though, so if anybody poses questions, just a little break.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna.
How's everyone doing?
I'm cool. Get it? Cause. I'm currently on this break, quickly looking at dog training pouches for like these treats and stuff. Because finding there's a bit of a pocket problem with Jillian's shorts. Because, ladies' clothes don't really have much in the way of pockets.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah. We usually bring like a little backpack or like a Ziploc bag on like long walks. But luckily Jordan exclusively lives in like cargo pants, so he's got like 100 pockets.
I never would have guessed by the fact that he inserted cargo pants into Curse of Strahd.
Invented cargo pants in Strahd. I rolled my deck save for you, Alan.
Oh, wonderful. Let me take a look here. With a 24, your character manages to get to the other side as vines whip out and try to snag you, grabbing from the wall. But once you make it over the gap, no trouble. Though they still whip violently and strike out, trying to lash anyone who comes near.
Oh.
Proceed with caution, folks.
Alec, you can easily tell at a glance.
They
The
want to
wall's
repair themselves.
pissed. The
Yeah.
very
Fair.
earth has been angered, but I mean, Essentially, you just rendered a piece of its flesh, so...
Yeah, it's
I
not,
will,
it's not a happy bunny with you, Flux.
I'll throw a rope to anyone who wants to cross the border. I'm gonna say Lulu probably didn't cross yet. She's just still on follow. But if anybody wants to try to get through, I hold on to a rope, and then I might be able to pull you out if they try to drag you away somewhere.
Lulu cannot believe the audacity that you cut through the DM's map.
But you
She's just
basically
staring
told
like-
me to, Alan.
I said there was a glow back there. You're like, I'ma get it. Did it in the Flux way. Oh my.
I can contribute exactly one thing to this team, folks, and I will contribute it over and over again.
Hey, if it works. So you have a Dragon Ball in front. The question is, are you gonna grab it?
I don't think I've dealt with these before, so I'll kind of look to Alec and be like, what do I do? What do I do?
Well, I mean, Jade usually deals with them. I think you just
You pocket them for later.
you just pick it up.
Okie dokie. I will try to pick it up.
Nimbar's gonna send not Nimbar like down here to kind of see what else is going on down.
More pathways. As you reach out and grab and pick up the Dragon Ball, lifting it off of the pedestal, the glowing comes to a stop as it rests warmly in the palm of your hand.
Cool. Plop that right in the handy haversack.
Okay. So, Flux has angered the maze.
Flux has angered the maze.
Do we want to try and go through this gap, or?
Oh. So we've kind of been making a map as we go, including what like not Nimbar has seen. So we would know that if we go like, I'm just gonna use the drawing tool to kind of give you guys an idea what I'm talking about. Like go like this, we will eventually. I mean, I'm not sure exactly in this area, but like if we go up, it looks like it'll connect right over there.
Right.
Or there's a dead end here, and this loops back around into this direction, and the top actually leads down into this zone where you find yourselves now. It is a very large maze.
We did see like the opening right here, so we know this loops up. It is technically possible that there is a dead end somewhere, but we can definitely go around without risking getting grabbed.
I mean, the only reason I'm asking is because like those vines look angry.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I like the idea of like not going through them.
Perkins, good boy. Good boy.
I imagine, Jillian, do you have your headphones on?
He's going down the stairs.
Yes.
Oh, good job, Fergus.
Good job, boy.
Hiya.
I went to see him. It's the first time he's gone down the stairs.
Aw.
Good
Love
puppy.
Hello.
I'll throw you his bed in 15. Sorry guys, just another.
Have you seen the
Hi.
cat versus dog how to teach them going up and down the stairs?
Does the cat just push them off? That seems like a cat thing to do.
Pushes them down.
Oh, I can bring that into my office. Well, guys, it looks like I might need to get that baby gate sooner than I thought.
So which way is the way that the team's going to go? What you gonna do?
So the vines are like angrily whipping about, like reaching out for
Yep.
something.
Though, now that nothing's been near them for a bit, after a few moments pass, it seems to relax somewhat as it shifts back into shape. And you can see bulbs of crystal beginning to grow on the buds of the tree.
Oh. So the wall might be closing back up, because plants would grow back. So we might not have too long to decide.
I just ran up and down the stairs like 4 times. I'm a little out of breath.
Hey, you were teaching puppies. It's important.
I didn't teach him anything. He just heard Dean downstairs and decided he was more determined than scared and walked down 2 flights of stairs.
Also, the 2-minute video for you there.
Well, if you got down, Fergus, you can get up. No, don't chew the tram, dog.
Oh, but he will, Dean. Oh yeah, I'll have to watch that later. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to continue exploring on this side of the wall, or if we want me to go back. It's up to you. Whatever you think.
I'm tempted to say it's probably easier to get one person back out than it is to get all of us in.
How about this, Flux? Come back to us. See if the walls attack again.
Alright.
And give me another
Really
deck save as you step over.
Well, Lulu is not with me.
No,
Just
she's
heads
just
up.
set to follow. At 26, you're fine. You step through the vines as they start to lash a little bit, but they quickly relax again as they continue to reforge the ice.
Oh, that's what it did.
Huh. Well, now we know that. In a pinch, we can get through, but
I don't know if we could get through everything, though. Think we can get through any walls?
I worry the more we do it, the angrier it gets. So I wouldn't want to try it too often.
Yeah, we'll only do it if we really have to.
Lulu, as she watches the ice continue to reform, tilts her head a little bit to the side as she looks back. Well, if it can repair and regrow itself, what's gonna stop it from just growing around us and sealing us in?
You know, you don't want to think about some things, and then somebody says it out loud.
You're so smart, though, Lulu.
Lulu frowns a bit. I'm just worried this is gonna be my minotaur pit. I'll be stuck here as an elephant tar.
Wait. An elephant tar.
Lulu seems convinced that this is her grave.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, we won't let it be.
You better not. I got
Lulu.
plans.
Lulu, I will die before I let you get taken away by this space.
She frowns, looks toward you, says, I know, that's a problem. It might happen down here. It's Tanya. I don't know this place. Is Poor Lulu in the midst of a little bit of a panic attack, but she's holding it together.
Alright, let's keep it together, girl. Let's keep going. Come on, Lulu. You got this.
Now, I will say, once you've moved past this, it will be enough time for the wall to repair itself. So you do need to make your decision. You can already see the ice starting to fill back in very quickly.
Yeah, let's just get Flux through, and then.
I'm through.
Oh yeah, she made it.
Or okay.
Yeah, I'm through. I'm right beside you. I'm where I am on the map.
And this isn't the DM being like, you changed my map, I'm so mad, punish you. No, this is mechanic of the dungeon. It's a living wall.
Alright, so let's just continue on the way that we were gonna go. Down this way?
Yeah.
And with that, I'm just going to make a small edit so this once again becomes a solid wall with block vision. As you all continue your way along,
Apparently I'm dragging comic show with me.
huh? As you see the distance you've now reached, appears the violin is outside of ear range entirely, as you no longer hear the creeping of its sound. And now Nimbar has to make a decision. And you reach up to the next area, and you can see two paths ahead of you, one to the right and one to the left. And as you make it into this hallway, represented by the flying sword, everyone is more than welcome to give me a perception check.
So you said there's two options? There's actually a third option, which is this door right here. Or are we not supposed to see this door?
There's a door. I'm talking about the hallways. Doorway is not a hallway. But that's why I'm also rolling perception check as you're walking in. Don't worry.
Okay, sorry. Getting ahead of the curve again.
Just a couple steps.
I see it.
Yes. High wisdom coming through Bellamy.
You too.
Fortunately,
Hey,
with
one of
dungeon
my
perception,
Nimbars can see something today.
anyone who broke a 25, so neither of your Nimbars can see something today. Sorry.
Lex can't see shit either, if it makes you feel better.
Crap,
25,
around the
I
corner.
literally could
27.
roll 20 and not see it.
Yep. Bellamy's seeing it from here. This wall is completely see-through. Incredibly fresh.
Wait, which wall?
This one.
This one down here?
This pane of glass is entirely crystal clear nearly and see-through, with only the smallest bits of bramble on the inside.
Down.
I feel like that just got there because I think we were there earlier and it wasn't there, but I could be crazy.
And beyond that, yes, there is a door in this chamber. Beyond the two ways that can continue to be traversed, you do see a very large wooden door.
I'm very intrigued by the door.
So, I'm sorry, which wall is it that's completely see-through?
Right here. And it acts as a see-through wall too,
Well,
as
that
far
one,
as it's considered.
okay, yeah.
You won't be able to walk through it, but you can see through it. It's
Okay.
so crystal clear.
Any, like, movement or anything, or just, like...
Nothing at the moment jumping right out.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep, like, my side eye on it.
I'm wondering if this maze changes.
That would be terrible, but
John's eyes
also
go wide, like, oh, no.
likely.
Oh, that's interesting. Is that a gap in the lights? What is causing that? They're not fully connected here. That's better. Normally doesn't happen. I use the control option for that stuff. So what is the plan with two further pathways that you can take? From what you can see.
Nimbar's going to investigate this door. Before I do that, did you want to cast guidance? Because I'm not Jade, I need it.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you. Wait, does Bellamy have guidance too?
Yeah, I do.
Do those stack?
No.
Yeah, I don't
Don't
think
think
they
so.
do.
That would have been too nice.
With a 15, as you poke and prod at the door, you can tell it's locked.
Door is locked. What do you think, friendos?
Flux will crack her knuckles again.
Well, we can brute force it or try and pick it. Hey, you.
Actually, before we do that, let's get as much information as we can without worrying ourselves. So I'm just going to have him come down here. Okay. He comes
Getting
back.
louder again.
We come down here. So this is what we've seen. So we know that this little door is encasing a little area. So I think we should break down the door.
Yeah, I'm down for breaking down the door.
Flux will just kind of stick her butt out for an encouraging pat from somebody who can do it.
Well, it
Ooh,
receives.
I slapped their cheeks.
Flux gets
Probably will.
guidance.
I might not need it, but I don't want to get too cocky. See, this is what happens when I get too cocky. It's like, yeah, you're gonna
Wait.
roll a 5.
You do get to add a d4 to it.
I know, I'm just typing it up.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
Mhm.
I'm familiar with guidance.
I'm horrible. I'm a horrible backseat gamer. My apologies.
No,
With
it's
a
okay.
21 on
offended.
the athletics. Your character can put a hand on the doorknob, slam her shoulder in, and comes right off the hinges. You just take a step back, and suddenly you've got a tower shield.
Hey!
Lulu walks
Yeah.
over, raises up her 2 legs, takes that. Oh, let me take that for you. Walks over, sets it on the wall.
I mean, the wall can probably fix it once we're away from here, right?
Well, it didn't scream when we broke open the door.
Hinges came
Did
clear
it?
off and fell apart, worn with age, and with no magical bindings. That simply came apart when Flux gave it a shoulder.
And then Barrel take a peek. Oh, stairs going down or up?
A pair of stairs going up. All about the shadow work.
Little Nimbar will float up, I guess. Let's see. Ooh.
As you cross, you see at the end of this hallway what appears to be a large statue with a burning pit in its mouth, irradiating light. At the top of these stairs, no more than 5-foot ceiling now, as you squeeze your way towards the top.
Please, I have room to jump and bounce around.
Well, it's 5 foot, everybody has room to move around. But it's still a tight fit compared to the 20-foot lofty ceilings of the remainder of this dungeon.
Yeah,
Flux
no.
was-
Currently, Nimbar's a tiny creature, right?
Oh yeah.
Flux is 6.5 feet, so she'll hang out at the bottom. I'll keep an eye out, you guys.
I'll stand watch.
The damn 5-foot squares.
Alright. So let's go over and check it out.
And
Uh,
as Nimbar approaches, you go ahead and give me a wisdom savings throw once you walk up to it.
Oh, you're not good at those, are you?
I get a +5.
As you walk up to it, you feel the overwhelming urge to drive your hand right into the mouth, and unfortunately with a 17 on your wisdom savings throw, you do. Give me a dex save. Give me a con save. And this is purely theatrical for the con save. Okay, you have the option to prevent your character from screaming in pain. As you naturally reach your hand in, the flame suddenly takes hold with an intense burning and pain like you've never known. And the mouth slams shut. Half a moment later, you pull back, a bloodied, burnt stump. The mouth makes a chewing motion as the eyes glow. And then a key falls down to the floor.
Nimbar will take the key.
And beyond losing your hand, you also take 26 points of damage. D10 of fire damage, 2d6s, fire damage rather, 1d10 bludgeoning damage, and 1d8 for blood loss.
Sorry. So you're gonna. I do have resistance to fire.
Yep, that's why I said it. You take back 6 of the damage because I rolled a 6 and a 6 on my fire damage.
And it was a total of 26?
Yep, so 20 damage.
Out. So Nimbar will come back with the key and
Yeah, he
the
was
stump.
just pointing to get up. I don't know if he needs pee or not.
I like.
I've got.
No, wait, your character was tiny.
Yes.
I'm
My
sorry.
character was to.
That's the whole arm.
Oh, even
Yeah.
better.
In order to reach the back zone, that's the whole arm. I'm sorry, man. You're tiny. You're not medium. Oh crap. Well, if you were large, you would have lost a couple fingers. But
I like.
it's gone up just below just above the elbow.
Really do need an arm. Do you have
Okay.
magic?
And I
I
will
do.
point out your character is suffering blood loss. It's not extreme because the wound has been mostly burned shut, but you're bleeding, so expect continual damage without healing that up.
Do you take him so I can read the spell? Sorry, I'm away from my computer. The dog was starting to paw at several doors down the stairs, which usually means he needs to go. But obviously there's no exit down the stairs, so I had to carry him up.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Because he's just mastered getting down the stairs. Up seems to be beyond him. Right, 2 seconds. So, we've got Stump Bar. I get the feeling that
Regenerates the level 7 spell.
I can help you, but I don't think it's immediate.
Do you have regenerate?
Yeah, but if it's missing the limb, it's not instant.
Oh my god, poor Nimbar Standard. Just bring it back. It's not an instant process. I gotta regrow it. But just bring it back. Oh.
Let's see. Oh wait, it's not as bad as I thought. It'll take 2 minutes. So it'll take me a minute to cast it.
So 3 minutes
then-
of this.
Yeah, and then
Actually, wait. So it bit off the arm. Did it drop the arm or not?
Oh no, the arm was incinerated and destroyed the second the mouth slammed shut, and a key was created. You can take a nice investigation on that key at your leisure if you want, but I figured your character was picking it up and just walking away like, son of a...
Yeah. I lost my arm for this key. I'm taking the goddamn key, but
Yeah.
I'm more concerned about an arm missing.
so Nimbar, what did we
A rare
learn?
wheel in holy water. You reach over to Flux. Let me borrow that frozen flask. Putting it on Nimbar's
So-
stump. Is this better? It's cold.
So Nimbar, what did we learn?
Hey, I wasn't planning on touching it, but then I had to. It was just so tempting.
I cannot stress how useful a stick is. You could have touched it with the stick.
Okay, you go up and you go touch it with the stick. Tell me how that works out. No, don't do it.
because
Don't.
I found out that it's dangerous from you missing your arm.
Oh,
Lulu
thank you.
speaks up. Oh, well, you got two of them. You don't need them both. Oh, sort of dances by as the arm is regenerating. If this was like a level 5 party, this would have been an oh crap moment across the board. Again, level 17 characters. It's like, I lost an arm. Can you help me out with this? Here you go, bud. Did you scream? No, I passed my con save.
Yeah, thankfully he had regenerate, so I didn't have to have.
Things that in previous campaigns that would have been a game over here are a minor inconvenience. But it also sort of gives you a warning on what you're going to be dealing with. Though I say that often enough. It's half my fun. So
Yeah,
Nimbar's...
so
Oh, sorry.
so nobody do that 3 more times. Maybe we could do that 2 more times, but ideally not.
Yeah.
On the spell slots.
I mean, Copy Nimbar actually still has Wish, so there is that.
In case of emergency, 1 use.
Yeah.
Alex Imp, meanwhile, who's still been hanging around and sitting on Alex's shoulder, doesn't even seem phased. You just hear her mutter every now and again, "Why am I an imp?"
You just fall, Fergus.
Oh, puppy. I think I heard
think
that.
he was trying to get back up the stairs.
Poor
You'll-
puppy.
He'll learn, it'll just take time.
Yeah.
So then, at this point, I think that might be a good place to hiccup for the week. You've gotten a mysterious key, a lot of treasure, and stuff like that, with a bunch of dungeon
Yeah.
left to go. Unless anyone had any thoughts or ideas, or questions for that matter.
Well, I mean, the only question I've got is because he lost his arm when it was tiny. Is he not tiny anymore? Does it grow back tiny anyway? Has he got?
Oh, well, he stays tiny because Isaac's been casting on him over and over. But that's a good one though. No, you get his right to third arm. You get the full regeneration. That'd just be mean. I mean, it's bad enough I chop an arm off someone, but wisdom save, and it's like, damn, we should have sent the druid. Okay.
Does it start out as like a little like Deadpool baby arm?
Please, yes.
Yes, exactly like that. It's a slow regeneration, so it comes out like this tiny little flick of a stump and eventually becomes an arm. Oh, it takes a minute, but he's back up the par. Sort of saying to the rest of you, don't go up the stairs.
Yeah.
Alrighty then, everyone. Well, I'll give it a pause then here, because that's a good enough spot as any to kick off for the week. Let me go ahead and give us